Welcome to Region Degenerates. We are a proud member of the Overtime Sports Network. You can find the Overtime Sports Network on the interwebs at www.otsportsnetwork.wixsite.com/OTSN. We have all your gambling, blogging, podcast needs. We also have live shows. Now go check us out. We are also on Twitter at _OTSN. We no longer have next. We are now. Boys, let's get to the show. Welcome to Region Degenerates, introducing your co-hosts.
It's your boy, Nate.
And everyone's favorite idiot, Krown.
And I am your host, Mikey Wilson.
Thank you for tuning in to Region Degenerates. I'm recording on the wrong line, but we're going to roll with it here. Hey, we got a crowded room today, boys.
Wait, what line?
So I usually record on the bottom here, but now I'm recording on the top because I got three different. The top one's just for like the intro, and then you got the song, and then you got us. But the bottom one's just pointless now.
We're recording through these mics, right, and not that little boom mic.
Yeah, see, it's on the top now. Talk again. That boom mic's not plugged in.
Just make. Oh, see, then we're good.
It'd have a blue light right there, bud. I'm in charge of the ones and twos. Ask Gagliardi on Monday nights.
Yikes!
Hey, I'm a good ones and twos guy. Okay?
Yeah, probably with Gags, not with us.
What are you talking about?
We didn't take a mic check, so.
Yeah, I didn't do anything from last week, and nothing's been unplugged.
Okay.
Oh, we'll hope.
Nothing's
Hopes
been
and
unplugged.
prayers.
Say something again?
So far, it looks so
Something
good.
game.
Yeah, you look good. You're fine.
You look
All right,
good.
You look good.
Everyone can see how we look.
We do have a first-time podcaster, first-time guest to the show, long-time listener, Joshua. Don't know your last name. No, it's long. It's long. Joshua Long.
Yes, sir.
See what I did there?
Mic check.
See what I
Popping
did
up.
there?
It's popping
What's
up.
up, bud?
Yeah, you're good.
What's up, man?
How's your week been?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
What, Krown, how's your week been?
I worked a lot.
We
Worked
didn't
like
record
60
last
hours
weekend.
this week.
What'd you do last weekend?
I worked.
Ooh, jokes.
Hey,
What'd you
we
do
didn't
last
record,
weekend,
so I picked up overtime.
I worked a lot as well, which was good.
Did we play poker last weekend?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Yeah, we had no podcast last
We don't want to talk about poker.
You're going to need to talk a lot.
We got our money taken away by
no podcast
somebody who's
last
never
weekend.
played poker before.
Is that better?
Really?
But
I don't want to talk about poker because I wasn't invited. So.
Beginner's
Yeah.
luck.
That's-
Dude never played before, and he just had all night. The cards were just in his favor.
Okay.
Shit just happens, man.
Yeah, we
It
couldn't
just
do nothing
was
about
like
it.
that. Okay.
Shit just happens. You got big plans this weekend?
Not much.
Did you bring us a gift tonight?
I did.
What do you got for us
I
over
got
there,
some
bud?
stouts.
Ooh, pass those
Some stouts.
pass those out. I'm ready.
Yes, sir.
I am,
You ready?
I am a connoisseur
Okay.
of the
Yeah.
of the sludge,
Of
if
the
you will,
sludge.
of the dark beers.
Just want to say Great Lakes Brewing Co. Ohio City Oatmeal Stout.
Let's do it.
Nice.
There you go.
And if it ain't good,
You got the
I
bottle
got my
over
peanut butter stout.
I know you got it over there somewhere.
Where'd you go to get these? Yeah, I'll try it. Are they twist? Nope. Oh, they are.
They're stouts. No way they're twists.
Bootleg Liquors.
Okay.
Ridge Road.
Nice. That's a nice
I
little,
was trying to. I almost made it.
little beard.
Hey, you got
I'm
that
not
figured
big
out
into
over there?
oatmeal stouts, but I'm gonna give this a go.
I've got you a glass right there. If you prefer a glass over the bottle.
Yes, sir.
I
Anybody
like
need
my
one?
stouts and glasses. I like my stouts and glasses. I like my beers and cans. Everybody knows that.
And I like my boots and asses.
Yeah, goddamn right. Give me hell yeah.
I like. You know this glass is clean because there's still water in it.
I'm in the middle of construction. I have to clean everything before I hand it out. The outside might not be clean, but the inside's the inside's clean.
It's covered in dust.
Yeah, the inside's. What do you want me to spend all day washing glasses so you can have a clean glass? God, what a Madonna!
First world problems.
Jesus Christ, Kyle Krown.
All right. So this is the oatmeal stout you said?
Yes. Oatmeal Stout. Kind
No.
of caught my eye. I don't know. I was looking at a couple of them, and it was at the bottom of the shelf, if that means anything. But
All right, I gotta switch the. I gotta
try
switch
something
these.
new.
I gotta switch these. Hold on. All right, that just drove me crazy because I can turn the volume up, but if I turn the volume down, it messes with the intro. We're back, boys.
I didn't know we were gone.
Nobody knows we were gone. All right, hey, this show's gonna be an absolute shit show because show notes don't exist.
No, yeah, I was looking for him all day today, and I was like, I guess we're just going to wing it tonight.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
I meant to text earlier, like, hey, we gonna get some.
I didn't even tell Josh about it till about 8 o'clock this morning. So.
Yeah, Josh knew he was gonna be on the podcast tonight. I gave Josh about.
And then I worked like 10 hours.
Hey, morning,
Yeah,
bud.
you know.
By the way, we're recording tonight.
I gave Josh about a 10-hour heads up.
Never done one before. Good luck.
Yeah.
Not great on my part. Hey,
I want to know how's the stouts. Is that
It's
all
not
right?
bad.
I
They're
mean,
not bad.
From first taste.
I'm not big into oatmeal stouts.
Right.
The few that I've gotten aren't the greatest.
Right.
They're a little too bitter for me, but this one isn't bad. Maybe
So-
because I've already had.
Oh, right.
You got the other one
What
on
I
it, yeah.
noticed is that, if I'm not mistaken, was that peanut butter you got right there
Yeah.
in the can.
Yep.
I seen a couple of different stouts that they had there that was peanut butter, and I didn't want to be that guy that was gonna bring the peanut butter stout, and everybody was like, "Really, peanut butter stout?"
Hey,
So
man.
you know
We
what?
all
Now I
like-
kind
we
of
all like
wish
peanut
I
butter.
did, but you know it's all right. So
I
Next
got
time.
asked a couple weeks ago. Jeremy asked me if what my favorite kind of craft beer was, and I told him I was like, it's hard to choose because I like any kind of stout really, but I think I'd have to go coffee stouts, and I really don't know why. I don't know why.
coffee stouts.
Before-
I don't know why. I love coffee stouts.
Before you got there, we were looking at the beers because we did a taste test before you got there, and he's like, "Which ones do you guys want to try? I have one called this, I have one called this, and I have one called Cafe Death." I'm like, I'll take Cafe Death. And he goes, "I didn't know why the fuck I asked." Like, all right, let's get into.
Should probably blame you for that. Actually, why I like coffee stouts the most.
I like my coffee black and my beer like motor oil.
Ugh.
Whatever.
You don't drink Budweiser.
We're gonna jump into NBA talk. I heard the Lakers just lost. Yeah, is that true?
To the Detroit Pistons.
yes,
The Pistons.
The Pistons are still an NBA team.
they are, believe it or not.
Yikes.
The
They-
Pistons.
They still got my favorite Bulls player of all time.
D Rose.
Joakim Noah.
No, not Joakim Noah,
Oh.
but my boy D Rose.
Boozer.
Yes.
Oh.
He had
Ben Wallace.
Boozer.
he had a he had a Fowler's Foley moment that night too. Did you guys see that?
No.
Oh man,
Nate's the other one that gets to decide if he had a Fowler Foley.
you got to look that up,
I
Nate.
didn't see it. What is it?
You got to look it up. It was an inbound play, and he like,
Rose?
yeah, he went to like fake pass it, and he lost it, and it kind of just fell out of bounds.
For the city of Chicago.
Totally Fowler's Foley there.
I'll look it up later. I already have something ready to
All right.
go.
Well, I'm just saying that's a nominee if you want something else to vote on.
So I heard the Lakers. Would you say the Lakers had a 10-game winning streak and then lost to the Pistons?
They
So-
were. They
road-
had a.
road
Yeah.
game.
They were 10-0 on the road. Their first loss wasn't to the Pistons though. It was the night before on Wednesday night. They lost to the 76ers,
On the road.
which are they have the best record in the Eastern Conference.
The
So that
76ers?
one wasn't too much of a
76ers,
surprise.
yeah.
Yes, 76ers. But I want to say, what were they? The spread on that game last night was Lakers at -9.5, and I was just about to take it, and
To the
obviously, thank God I
Pistons.
didn't.
And
yes,
they
and they lost by
lost.
15. So
To the Pistons.
I would have assumed
To
it
the
would be
Pistons.
definitely double digits.
Well, they were missing AD, I think, right? Did
lost.
LeBron
yes.
sit as well?
No, LeBron.
AD?
Yes.
played.
No,
No, I put it there.
LeBron started, and if I'm not mistaken, had 20 points in the first half, and I want to say four in the second. He struggled in the second half,
struggled.
big time. But obviously without
I called him
AD,
struggling in a second. Everybody knows I'm a big LA guy.
Yeah, okay. Big basketball guy, too. What
Yeah.
team does James Harden play for?
The Nets.
then that's,
The
there you go.
Nets.
Just make sure.
Definitely my favorite team.
fire.
Everybody knows I'm a big Nets guy. I always
Yeah.
have been. Always will.
Yeah.
What team
Never
that-
Houston Rockets, though.
Never cheered for the Houston Rockets.
Really, T
Never.
Mac, Yao Ming,
It's in the past.
Steve Francis,
in
come
the
on,
past.
man.
You don't know nothing. John Wall right now. What's up?
Victor
What teams he play
Oladipo,
for?
Indiana boy, man, come on.
No,
dude.
Oladipo can stay on the Rockets.
Oh,
Give me
man.
James Harden on the Nets.
Gosh, fucking guy.
Which they put up like 90-something points the other day.
I
didn't
do
they?
know
Yes,
that
dude,
Oladipo is in a rap song. Pull up like Depot. I do know that lyric from a rap song.
Yes.
So there's that. Everybody
Yes.
knows I'm a big rap guy too.
I'm surprised you knew that, actually.
I don't even know that. Who's the
What's the name of the song? He don't know
That's
that.
that's as far as that's gonna go.
I
don't
honestly would
know.
have to search it.
I'm pulling up like Depot or something like that. is what he
Oh,
said.
okay.
And at first I thought he meant like Home Depot, like he needed to go do some
right.
renovations at the house.
Right.
And then I kind of looked into it. I was like, oh,
Here for some lumber.
Yeah.
Home Depot. Yeah.
No, they were 10-0 and lost 2 in a row on the road after going 10-0 on the road.
Start of the
I
season.
want to say they're
man.
4-4 at home. Really awesome start to the season. They had the best record in the NBA, and obviously not anymore. I want to say that's the 76ers that hold that now.
Yeah.
I think so.
And the 76ers aren't even favored to be in the top 2 to win the
Right. No,
series.
no. Well, I know ever since the Harden trade, that Nets, I want to say they
And
jumped
they've-
the
They're
second.
favored.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were
they're
at
favored in
6.
the East.
They were
Yeah.
6 before.
I know
that.
Lakers
they've
are still
lost?
the favorite.
I feel like they lose frequently than we would think.
So when they
it's not a race, it's a marathon.
right.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get there, and then we're gonna flip the switch. You know, that's the Nets' plan. I don't want to put it out there to everybody, but I just want to let you know that we're not trying to win every game. We're just trying to win the last game.
Really? Huh?
When it matters.
I'm highly concerned about Kyrie Irving. I am. I'm highly concerned about Irving.
I don't even think they need him over there anymore. Now that they got Harden over there,
I'm not gonna say we don't need
ball
him.
controllers.
It's not gonna hurt to have him on the court, but I mean,
I think of it as.
I mean, come on. Man. Come on, man. It's like, do you got $100 bill or you got 100 ones? I mean, come on. I don't even know what that applies to.
What are we doing?
You can spend that the same way.
That's what I'm saying about Kyrie.
Oh.
All-Star voting has opened up. All-Star voting has opened up.
Okay.
So vote Zach LaVine.
James Harden's in the lead.
He's leading right now in points per game, right?
Who?
Zach LaVine is? No shit.
No.
He was leading in something.
No.
I thought I saw the other day.
Nathan Fowler on Follies Follies?
Yeah.
Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal is a leading scorer right now.
Yeah, he's been putting up stupid
I want to say
points.
at 34.
Can we talk about Bradley Beal for a second?
Go ahead.
This isn't the time or place to do that.
This guy has scored more than 40 points 10 times and lost.
All 10 games.
What teams did Beal play for?
The Wizards.
Washington
The Wizards.
More than 40 points 10 times, and the team
That's
has lost.
insane.
Somebody put a bet tonight that they parlayed it. Bradley Beal will score 40-plus, and Atlanta would win.
Yes, I see.
Because that's where they play. And I was like, that's so shitty. What is probably going to hit?
That's almost a guaranteed lock. That's almost a guaranteed lock with the way that the Wizards have been playing.
And Atlanta's good, obviously.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I saw some stuff going on that possibly the Lakers are trying to get Beal.
I actually just read
the
on
Lakers
that today.
are just like the Dodgers, trying to get every big name. That's what they do.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I'm not the biggest LeBron fan. I mean, I appreciate greatness, but I feel like he always needs, a lot of help. But I mean, that's my opinion. I don't know.
What he's doing at his age is
50, dude.
what he's doing at his age is impressive.
No, he's favored to win MVP, and honestly, from what I have seen, I think he deserves it.
So I had this.
I think he's deserved it multiple times. So
right. So I had the exact argument with someone at work. I was like, why is it that LeBron is so great that he could have won MVP how many times by now? Multiple MVPs, and everyone just expects him to do twice as good as everybody else that's in that running. It's like you expect the world out of him in order for him to win the MVP. It's the same as Mike Trout in the MLB.
Well, he has high expectations. That's what I think it really is,
Which is wild to me because, like, he's putting up MVP numbers, but he's not even going to be in the top 3, or he'll be in the top 3, but he just won't win. Somebody else will win.
Yeah.
And there's always a few people that are right there. It just depends on how the voting goes.
You stole the words right out of my mouth when I was going to say it's the Mike Trout rule.
Yeah.
MVP numbers for LeBron is just a Monday.
Right.
That's why he's held to such a high standard. MVP numbers for Mike Trout, it's just another Tuesday for him.
Yeah.
If he goes 3 for 3 with 3 home runs, people go, yeah, okay, yeah, it's Mike Trout.
Trout,
Yeah, he needs to go 3 for 3 with 3 home runs and 6 RBIs and do it again tomorrow.
Right.
That's because he's so good.
Right.
I actually had a buddy the other day post on Facebook. He's like, LeBron didn't get a triple dub. He should just retire right now. He's washed up.
Washed
up, dude.
Yeah, because he had 39-9, but he's washed up.
He is favorited to win MVP, and Embiid jumped second with plus 600.
Really?
LeBron's favorited?
Yeah.
I
plus
want to say
350.
he was favored. And from what I've seen so far this year, I think he deserves it. I mean, at his age and what he's doing, I mean,
Embiid is playing off his ass too.
He is.
Where's just pulling a name out of the hat here? Where's like a guy like James Harden land?
Yikes!
Top 10?
Do you remember what happened before he got traded?
What do you mean? I don't understand the question.
Those last couple games before he got traded,
He didn't want to play.
Terrible.
He didn't want to play.
Oh, because that deserves.
And he had a fat suit on.
Yeah, dude, did you see that shit?
Yeah. Dude, so skinny.
He lost like 20 pounds within a day going to Brooklyn. I don't know what happened.
The magic between blue and black, though.
Yeah.
Real
He
thing.
wasn't
That's a
happy
real
where
thing.
he was at.
Black makes you look slim.
That's true.
Yeah. I get that, but I don't know.
Yeah, so Luka jumped down to third for the MVP, plus 650. Jokic, 650. And KD is plus 750. And I put some money on KD to win MVP because I don't know if you guys have been following his stats. his stats this season so far, coming back from Achilles injury, are better than what they were in his MVP season back in 2014.
Right.
Wow.
Everything except for points per game, which is down by like 2 points per
Okay.
game.
I also seen I was looking up like some stats earlier, and his season so far is actually better than Steph Curry's second year winning MVP, because he won back-to-back MVPs.
And the second one was unanimous, right?
Yes, unanimous,
Yeah.
exactly. So compared to Steph Curry's second year of winning it in a row, his stats are actually better than
Right.
what Steph Curry was pulling that year.
I
But
think
it's the way the NBA is, it's almost like it's insane that the amount of stats that are just what we see nowadays compared to 10, 15, 20 years ago.
yeah.
You would be like, oh my God, this guy, he's a god. Like
Yeah.
it's insane what
They're
they pull
averaging
nowadays.
almost triple doubles
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah,
It's crazy.
And it's a players' league, you know. It's very offensive, obviously nowadays. Like the 3-pointers and all this stuff. It's crazy though. It's definitely a lot different for sure.
Yeah.
What else you got in the basketball world, man?
That's about it, man. Vote Zach LaVine for the All-Star game.
Yes, Zach LaVine.
For the All-Star game or for MVP?
All-Star.
I'll still vouch for MVP.
I mean,
LaVine for now.
what is his odds? Hold on. Let me look it up.
He's I know he is the 8th leading scorer in the NBA. That I do know. At want to say 27 points per game.
Was he leading at some point? What did I
Zach-
see? He was on the leaderboard. He was like first in something.
I'll have to look.
It
but
might have been like 4th quarter points or something, maybe like that, like 3rd quarter.
It popped up
or
when I was at the
first quarter.
gym. I don't know.
Right,
I just
right.
seen him. He was first in something for points.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I do every time I see it at the gym TV? I snap a picture of it so I don't
There
forget.
you go.
Anybody seen who's starting for the Blackhawks? I don't want to jump ahead, but anybody seen who's in goal?
I did not. I hope it's what's his name with an L. I forget his
Lankinen.
Lankinen, yeah.
I kind of hope it's Subban so I can take the
Zach
over.
LaVine's odds to win an NBA MVP are plus 25,000.
Plus 25,000.
It's lame.
So
Yeah,
if
stick
you
with
have
it.
any if you want to try to throw his name in the hat, it might be worth a bet.
Yeah.
Lankinen's in, yeah.
You never know.
20. He ain't getting it.
No,
No.
his numbers aren't going to be that of LeBron or that of Luka, who's
You'd have to
almost
be
like a
averaging
walking
like a
triple-double too.
double to be getting looked at for that.
That's why Luka's
Right.
up there, because he's like a walking triple-double nowadays.
Yeah.
Like it's if he
Jokic
doesn't
too.
get the triple-double, he's just shy of the triple, and then like 30-point triple-doubles too.
Right.
So
My dog pooped. Can you smell it?
you didn't take her out.
I'm busy, man. All right, talk about NHL. Or talk about NHL. I'm never cleaning that up.
Are you sure she pooped? Maybe you just farted.
Is that the smell of the Blackhawks hockey season?
Oh yeah.
The Hawks game just started. Yikes. No, we're still on it. Oh wait, we jumped. Did we go to NHL yet?
Yeah, I mean, he just said,
Let's-
go ahead.
Are we good on
Go ahead,
NBA?
Talk whatever you want, man.
Yeah.
I think we're good on
Jump to
NBA.
NHL.
I think we're good on NBA. Let's. Oh, he's at the play-in. I was gonna say let's do Fowler's Foley's, but
Leave that for the end.
oh, okay.
I need to let me finish this beer. Let me finish this one.
And then one more.
I'm
Let me
gonna
finish
be-
3
I'm gonna be
stouts.
lit up, and I'm gonna.
All right.
Go off.
All right. I'm good with NBA. Like I said, vote Zach LaVine.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Or
Um,
get him in the dunk contest again,
Yeah.
so he can get snubbed.
so you can get snubbed again. The fuck.
I
I feel who
It was always good competition between him and Aaron Gordon, though.
I was
but
gonna say. I think no.
Aaron Gordon got snubbed last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say Aaron Gordon
He
got
got snubbed
snubbed when
last
he
year.
did that
to,
double
who's
under
that
leg.
on the Heat. What's his name? On the Heat.
The dude that won.
Yeah. I don't know. He did get snubbed, man. It
He
was
shoulda
messed
won.
up. It was messed
The
up.
fact that he could jump over a whole mascot who had to be at least
7 foot.
The mascot was about 7.
I don't know.
I was gonna say I don't think so.
We got to
We'll
remember,
say
at least
the
6.
guy's 6 foot. The mascot's usually a little
You just think an extra
bigger.
6.
I mean, but still, he went
12
double
inches.
under. He went under both legs and still dunked it perfectly,
Right.
he should have
and
multiple.
lost because who won it that year? Was it Zach?
That was the year Zach won it. Yeah.
Zach barely got past the half court and was floating in the air and won it because of that.
Well, I mean,
That
if
was
you
kinda wild to me.
if you can jump from the free throw line,
But I feel like that's like,
shout out to MJ.
yeah,
Then you're gonna
like
win.
that was good back then because that wasn't like I'm sure everybody that can dunk has practiced that dunk before.
Oh yeah, because now
Right.
you want to try to do it.
Because you know that you can fucking fly from anywhere.
Yeah, for sure. You know you can do it. And
So I feel like that was. I was expecting Aaron Gordon to win that, and then they ended up giving it to him. Which I mean, props to Zach for getting it, but I feel like the double under over a whole human in a suit should have won.
right.
That's fair.
Considering like the year or two before, Blake Griffin jumped over a car
Yeah.
and got it.
Which was actually pretty cool though.
It is cool.
It
I
was
can't do
it was the front hood of the car. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say it wasn't
The
over.
front
It was
The,
only
hood of
like
the car.
2 feet in the air.
Yeah,
It's about
you
4
know,
foot wide.
but,
2
I
feet
mean,
in there.
yes, definitely still props to him. I mean, coming from somebody that's 5'5" and can't,
I can barely,
over
yeah,
a rock.
Right.
Come from
so,
someone who's 6'6" and can
Right.
probably not even dunk right now, so it's fair. I haven't dunked in
As
years.
somebody that
Haven't tried,
just
though.
sits on the couch and watches them jump that far.
We can critique the shit out
Right.
of them though.
yeah.
All right, did you guys talk about Blackhawks at all?
No,
No.
we're about to jump into it right now, man.
All right, Blackhawks game just started. Watching it live, obviously, I've been winning a lot of money on the Blackhawks. Take the other team and give the points.
Yeah.
Also, usually take the over. Last night I took the under. Ooh, we almost had a goal right there. Last night or 2 nights ago, I'm sitting there on the couch with Julie, and I pull up my DraftKings and I go, babe, Blackhawks plus 1.5 or Predators minus 1.5. And she goes, Blackhawks plus 1.5. I go, over or under? She goes, that's your call. I already picked one. I'm gonna go under. $20, 125 or something like that.
Nice.
So, not bad.
Nice.
There you
Not
go.
bad. Just a little.
So you got to give her a little segment with Kennedy.
Nah, she's not getting anything. Hey, Blackhawks power play right away. Let's go. Lincoln's been killing it, by the way. So the Blackhawks
He needs to be behind the net.
in front of the net, but
Well, in the net. Yes.
Behind the net. That means
Lincoln has been killing it.
I was literally looking at the camera behind the net, so I
this
was
is
kind of
his
just like
first,
my mind was
it's
somewhere.
okay. It's okay.
This
Sorry.
is he's only played 4 games. This is his 5th game. He has 2 wins and 2 overtime losses. Between Subban and Delilah, Delia.
Begins with a D.
Yeah, I don't.
Starts with a W.
I don't know. I don't know if
To win,
I don't
Coach
know if
O'Ryan sucks.
Callan Delia is ever going to see goal time again with Lankinen and Subban.
Subban, no.
Subban played really well the other night. Monday night, I
Their
think.
it's their defense that hurts them though.
Oh, absolutely. Their defense hurts them. They need younger, faster, stronger. But
All right, Kanye.
Need to do more more sprints.
So,
More sprints.
quick question.
Go ahead.
Younger
Do you
legs.
guys think the Blackhawks have a chance of winning their division this year?
no shot.
No shot.
Do they have a chance at making the playoffs with the way the playoffs are going?
Oh, yeah,
this
absolutely.
Year?
Right,
They're
with the
gonna make
format
playoffs.
this
Yeah.
year. What is it? It's shortened to what? Right? They have a shortened
58
season,
games or 62
56?
Yeah.
games, something like that. There's a 6
58?
and a 5, so it might
Okay.
be 56.
But
Six
it's
and- yeah.
what is it? Top 4 of each division. There's 4
top
divisions.
4 of each. Top 4 of each division.
Or is it
Yeah.
3 divisions? 4.
Then
Two-
yeah, I give them a much harder.
I think they're
chance
gonna make
of-
playoffs, especially with the way they're playing because they're playing conservative. They played the last 2 nights. They played with Dallas, I believe. They had a minute and a half left on the clock, and they were tied going in. So in overtime, if you go to overtime, you're guaranteed a point.
Right.
So they had a minute and a half left. They could have made a drive, turned the puck over, and they could have lost the game, or they could have just kind of sat in their own zone and said, "We're gonna pass the puck around a little bit. We'll survive here with a point,
Right.
and then we'll take our chances in overtime." They've lost every overtime game, but.
So
The other night I went to a shootout. I got to see some shootout hockey. That was fun.
I'm sad I missed that. Actually, I haven't seen a shootout. in a
I haven't
while.
missed the Hawks game.
Man, that's good. That's why you're making all that money. Speaking of Dallas, Dallas hasn't lost yet. Granted, they haven't played 8 games like some teams have. They have not lost yet.
I'm still stuck on Vasilevsky to win the Vezina Trophy.
Still on that? Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's still plus 600 at least. He might be. I got him at 650. I put $50 on it.
Is he still the favorite?
He
I'm
might
going-
still-
I'm
that's
going.
the favorite too. He's plus
Right.
650 and he's the favorite. So I mean, what are we doing here, boys?
I might have to take that right now, to be honest.
I threw $50 on it. I also threw I think $20 on Tom Brady to win by 6.5 next weekend. So,
No. Good luck.
don't bet against Tom
Alternate
Brady.
spread?
Oh yeah, I'll get some points.
Fucking alternates. Alternate fuck me, man.
The
I'm definitely going
Blackhawks,
with Brady, though.
It's
by
gonna
the way,
be tough to watch this
when we
year,
get
man.
there.
Right.
Again, it's gonna be like watching the Bears all year, and I'm just gonna keep calling Nate for pointers.
They have the second worst point differential in their division, next to the Red Wings.
It's brutal. Oh, man.
Only team they beat.
Detroit.
Only team they've beaten, by the way.
It's Detroit.
I seen their -6. That's pretty rough.
That's brutal.
Well, the first 2 games they played Tampa, the Stanley Cup champions,
Right.
defending Stanley Cup champions. Not great to open against the champions when you're missing 3 veterans and like 5 rookies.
Right.
And this week they're missing 3 more players because of COVID and other bullshit. So the Blackhawks are just beat up this year. And I'm not going to sit here and make excuses all year. Next guy up has always been our mantra. Even when we won the Cup,
it
was next guy up because Crow went down with an injury or he let in like 3 or 4 goals and they brought Niemi in. And Chicago was just like, next guy up, that's our mantra. And then we can't sit here this year and be like, oh, we're hurt. Like, yeah, well, we were hurt when we won the Cup too, and we were next guy up. So it's next guy up. You gotta play your part. Suter, the Swiss man, he's from Sweden, I think, right? Was it?
I don't know where they're all from, man.
Well, he was the MVP of the Swiss League.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it's the Swiss League, and no one's gonna fact check because no one's gonna listen to this. But
I'm gonna fact check you right now.
His very first game, hat trick in the NHL. He scored his very first goal, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is Suter's very first goal." And then he scored again. And like, "Oh, this is Suter's second goal. Look at this!" And then in the third, I was either refilling my whiskey or doing something, and he made a one-on-one run. And I was like, "Babe, Suter's gonna get a hat trick!" And she's in the bathroom doing something, and she's like, "What?" I was like, "Suter, goal!" I am very much enjoying having hockey back in my life. I didn't know how much I missed hockey. I like watching sports more than once a week. Get it together, football.
I enjoy watching the highlights of hockey. Some of them are so crazy. The shots, I don't know if you've seen what I tagged you in earlier about those.
Yes.
Dude, some of the shots on goal, whether it be a shootout, or whether it be a breakaway, it just blows my mind to watch. It's something way different than every other sport.
Right.
Also, in that game where Suter hit a hat trick, and Kane, I'm going to talk about Kane here, and Kane never would have done this if it was a closer game. But I believe that game was maybe like 4-1 at the time, or something not astronomical, but in hockey terms, yeah, that's astronomical in the third. Kane was making a drive, and Suter was with him, and Suter had only had 2 goals at the time, so Kane could have had an open net shot with a little deke, and because the goalie was tending more towards Suter. And he could have had a little deke and got an open netter, and he passed it to Suter, just completely selfless, trying to get that hattie for the rookie. And that's kind of what Kane's been all about. He's
already had possibly a Hall of Fame career.
And again, if it was a 1-to-1 ball game,
yeah,
he takes that shot 100 times
Right.
out of 100 times. But he knows where he's at on the ice. He knows what the score is. And the other night, what was it? It had to be Monday night or Tuesday. Let's call it Wednesday night because I didn't get to go to Griffith practice because I was having an allergy attack, and coach told me to stay home.
Excuses.
And so I stayed home and watched the Blackhawks game, and there was 5 seconds. There was like 6 or 7 seconds left going into the second intermission, and somebody got the puck at the blue line, and you can hear everybody on the ice yelling, "Shoot! Shoot! Shoot!" He passed it to somebody else. That person passed it back to him. He passed it to Kane, and Kane just sat there and puck handled for like 3 seconds, and it seemed like a minute because he's so good at that. And within 5 seconds, it was pass, puck handle, crossbar, period, over. And I was like, how did that even happen? Everything happened, and I've played hockey, and hockey is fast.
It's fast-paced and it's tough.
And it's even faster than being on the ice. My very first game, my cousin was like, my very first game, I was on the first line, first shift.
Right.
And my cousin was the coach. He's like, no, get your fucking ass out here. You're the reason we're out. He's like, you wanted to play hockey. Get your fucking ass out there. And I was like, oh, I thought I could like sit on the bench and just like watch a little bit and then be like on the third or fourth line. He's like, no, get your fucking ass out there. So I'm playing left wing, left of the center. Puck drops. Puck's behind the net already on my own zone, and I'm still at center ice going, what the fuck just happened? Hockey is fast, man.
Right.
And yeah, in 5 seconds it was pass, stick handle, puck handle, crossbar, and I was like, there's no way he got that shot off. And they played slow-mo and hit the crossbar and like went out to another player and then the time was off. It was like all that. It's so fast, dude.
Right.
It's insane.
I've never played hockey. But obviously I've watched it a bunch and all that stuff, and it seems like the pace of it is just like insane.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm not good.
And you know what? Like just to keep your eyes on the damn puck. I mean, honestly, I'm like, it drives me crazy. I'm like, half the time on TV, I'm like, where's this thing at?
Hey, where the fuck's that puck at?
Yeah, and then there they are on ice, and it's obviously they grew up playing it and train their whole lives and whatnot, and
I think hockey's slowly becoming my favorite sport to watch. It's usually baseball or football, and I think hockey is slowly becoming my favorite sport to watch. It's kind of a cliche too, but like hockey players are just so much tougher than everybody, right?
I believe that, yeah.
And
We're not saying bigger, we're saying tougher.
no, tougher. Like guys are breaking legs and still finishing shifts. Like, I mean, I still got to be here. Like, don't stop it. The puck's still in play. I mean. I just love hockey. I love watching hockey so much. I love playing hockey. I wish we could do it more, but with where we're at and how much it costs for ice time. I looked up what it costs to make your own rink in your backyard. Not that expensive.
I've seen some barn ice rinks made before.
Not that expensive. Well, obviously wintertime. Like, we're not cooling our own ice in the summer, but obviously a wintertime rink. But
I feel like I would be like, oh boy, and Goon. Just run around and just wreck people.
Oh, Columbus goal.
Be like, oh, I'm gonna be fucking stick handling over. Bam! That was Fowler.
That one time we went to Griffith, me, you, and Mark Ross.
That was fun.
Well, that was fun, man.
That's fun. I wish Griffith was doing that this year because we've had like 3 10-degree days in a row, or at least a week of.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been over 30 this week. Is that
32 maybe yesterday?
I think we might have reached 30 maybe.
It's
30.
not been hot, right? Like you could manage an ice rink this week for sure.
We were in the negatives in the morning. You know, I mean, it's
fucking
you're not
cold.
gonna get much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not out at 5 a.m. anymore, but it's fucking cold, man. What's next on the list, boys? Any Blackhawks talk?
I don't know. Well, no one's gonna catch this game, but I was gonna bet on the Hawks before the game started. And
I tried putting a parlay and they wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
While Cornelius was singing the anthem, they wouldn't let me.
The Hawks are 10-2 at home against Columbus in the past 12 games.
They're
so
not
I was
gonna
like,
win this game.
it's like, I mean, I know it's a little different than the past 12 games. They've had a lot more players last season. Like, it's obviously back to last season too, dated back to last season.
What is their record now?
They only have 2 wins.
Yeah.
Two and 3.
They've only beat the Red Wings. No, they're 2 and
4.
They're 2-4-2 maybe, or 2-4-3 maybe.
Okay.
2-3-3.
Wow, so close.
2-3-3.
I'm such
They
a
got
hockey
7
fan.
points. Well,
Hey,
Columbus has the most points with 9.
Could-
They're close.
Could be worse.
Oh, yeah, it could be way worse.
They could be the Red Wings.
I'm telling you that they know where they're at because they know they're hurt. They know they're not going to overpower these teams. If they get a minute left and they're tied, they're not going to make a push. They're going to sit back and play for overtime and take a point. They're going to take as many points as they can with the way the playoffs is set up. And Kyle Krown brought that up. The way playoffs is set, you can take overtime, point, and then point your way, nickel and dime your way to the playoffs.
If you think they're going to make the playoffs, their odds to make it right now are plus 500.
Ooh.
Plus 500.
Mikey
for them
doesn't
just
hate
to
that.
Make the playoffs. All they got to do is make it.
Well, I don't. I'm not the biggest NHL when it comes to statistics and all that good stuff. In my personal opinion, and I hate to say this, but last year I feel like the Blackhawks got lucky.
Oh yeah, 100%.
With how the format changed and whatnot with the whole cup. I mean, it's And I always root for them. I'm not the biggest fan, obviously, but of course, I root for Chicago.
Chicago, yeah.
So, Josh, loyal listener, he knows for sure last year that I kept telling everybody, Blackhawks are going to make the playoffs. And everyone kept calling me crazy, and I kept telling you, the Blackhawks will make the playoffs.
Right.
And everyone said, no, they're not going to make You don't remember that? Are you serious?
I remember that
This isn't even a joke.
that?
The joke was that he was a loyal listener. That was the joke. I've said it so many times. The Blackhawks should make the playoffs last year. Even when Gagliardi was here and the season started, when Gagliardi was on episode 1.
I might remember that a little bit.
And everyone called me crazy.
Very faint, though.
And then COVID happened and they expanded the playoffs and the Blackhawks made it. And I got on Twitter. I was like, I fucking told you. Because they would have not have made it without expanding the playoffs.
No shot.
Well, I heard you when I was in the living room. I heard you say you wanted to save Fowler Foley's for the end. We have NFL talk and we have Fowler's Foley's left. What do you want?
Let's leave it for the end.
All right. Let's jump into NF. What?
I was like, we ain't got no baseball talk?
Oh.
Off-season talk? No?
Hot stove?
Not much?
Do you got any?
Jock Peterson of the Cubs? A 1-year deal?
Dude, that blew my mind.
That's, here's the thing that drives me crazy.
It was only 1 year, $7 million, I think, right?
Yeah, it's something, nothing too crazy. Nothing
Yeah.
too crazy.
Only $7 million.
I am, only, I mean, for baseball, though,
Yeah,
that's not
You got
too
guys making
right.
$30 million a year.
I mean, yeah. If there was one guy off the whole Dodgers roster of last year that I could not stand, and it might be more on like a level of like just the way he plays, like something about him just
I know who he's gonna
annoys
say.
me.
I was legit about
mean-
to ask if you were a Cubs or Sox fan, then I realized you.
Yes.
you gotta-
if there was one thing that annoyed me, or one person that annoyed me, it was Jock Peterson. Something about the guy I could not stand. And my phone, ESPN app went off when I was at work today, and it was like, oh yeah, 1-year deal, Jock Peterson and the Cubs, and I'm like, really, And of course I'm a fan now, but it's just something about him,
right?
Something about him. It's like, you guys ever had one of those, like whether it was an athlete, I mean, I'm not gonna get personal, say somebody you knew, but let's say like an athlete, right? It's just something about them, and it's like, dude, I just do not
I feel like that's
this person.
I'm a Sox fan,
right.
and I feel like that's how I would feel if Baez ever came to the White Sox. I respect his game. I respect how quick he is with a glove. But if he ever came to the White Sox,
Now,
there's just something about him.
So there's no bias about that, though.
well,
Coming from the Cubs,
no,
think about it.
because I've been to as many Cubs games.
So
as I
just
had
the
Sox
way
games.
he like.
I think me personally, I do feel like he's kind of overhyped when it comes to offense. 'Cause
Right,
he's a
right.
he's a big
That's a
swing or
nice
nothing.
cold take.
Right.
He's a big swing or nothing.
Right.
So is everybody.
His
That's
swing is
today's
huge for
game,
as little
Grandpa.
as he is. I don't like it. I'm not trying to sound biased. I respect
Get a
his
Busch
game
Light out of it.
defensively. It will come off as a little biased because I am a White Sox fan. I get it. I'm not talking shit about him because he's doing something that I can't do. So, there's always I'm good. Thank you though. There's always just something about him that you always. I feel like Cubs fans feel the same way about Tim Anderson. A lot of people don't like Tim Anderson because of the way he portrays himself.
There's
And even sometimes I'm just like, Tim, what the fuck are you doing?
there are people there are people in the MLB and in NHL and in the NFL.
Manny
And-
Machado's
yeah,
one of them too.
that's what
Machado,
that's
yeah.
what I thought he was going to say.
Honestly, no, Machado, yeah, for sure.
He's
Like,
one of those guys that like.
That's what I thought he was going to
It's
say.
like, just my shit don't stink,
Yeah.
But what Josh said is that he wasn't. I'm pretty sure a couple F-bombs have been dropped already.
Loyal listener, he knows.
He's a loyal listener. He knows.
You know what? It's
Guys
different
never-
when you're on here.
Oh, yeah.
Guys never missed an episode. It's different though to hate a guy like I'm drawing a blank when the Blackhawks were making their run against the Flyers and the Flyers defenseman.
Back in what year, Nick?
2012.
Name them all. 1934, 1938, 1961, 2010,
When they
2013,
were making their
2015.
run against the Flyers.
Oh, 2010.
Oh, hey.
That's
Take your pick.
I'm gonna say
They play the
38.
Flyers every year.
Big Blackhawks fan.
I'll drop 5 on 38.
Big NHL guy.
Do you remember the defenseman's name? I can't remember his. He was in the Sun Times, the Chicago Times on the front page, and he had a tutu on. Do you remember his name? I can't remember his name.
Who do you play for? The Flyers?
The Flyers. Yeah, he was a defenseman.
The only person I distinctly remember from back, the one name that pops in my head besides Taves and Canes back then is Bufflin.
Yeah, and he fought with Bufflin every time.
and I can't remember his name.
I cannot remember the defensive name.
Yeah.
But that's a guy so that guy drove me fucking crazy that entire because he was such an asshole. But he was playing his spot. He did a few illegal things, but who doesn't?
Yeah.
You toe the line. But guys like that, you hate them because they're not on your team, not because they're doing that.
Right.
Like you're going to be a Jock Peterson fan this year, right? You said you're a fan this year, right? Josh?
I'm
not
gonna
gonna-
root for him.
You're not going to run out and buy
I'm
his
gonna root
jersey,
for
and
him.
you're not going to run
But when
out
he
and
fucks
buy
up.
like signed pictures of him and
Right.
everything. Yeah, but he's team Cubs. Let's go here.
Right.
Hey, Jock made that play.
It's
I'm not
just-
gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's been a little rivalry, right, between the Cubs and the Dodgers. These past couple years, it has been,
Who'd they lose? Who'd they lose
Yeah,
to?
because the Dodgers have obviously been good, and the Cubs have been good, and they've been playing each other, and it's
exactly.
just
And
yeah.
but it
The
was
Cubs
just something
have been
about
good.
something about Peterson like in particular. It was just him.
Probably
I
that
was like, man,
douchebag haircut.
something about him. I was like, you know, I
When
can't
you see him
stand
get
this
all
guy.
excited in the dugout, you're just like,
You
I
know,
just don't
yeah, and
like
it's just
it.
like, dude, you know, like if there's one person I can punch right now, it'd probably be Jock Peterson. You know, but here he is now in the Cubs uniform. So
Him
it's like,
playing,
hey, you know
him
what?
playing
dude?
for the Dodgers probably doesn't help anything either. Really.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
yeah, you know,
the only
it's
person
like,
I had respect for the Dodgers was Kershaw.
yeah, and it's like, well, even him. I mean, I might,
What a fucking horse that guy is, man.
but it's like anybody
I
on the
love that
Yankees
guy.
for the most
Yeah.
part. You know, I'd love to just punch them in the face.
Yeah,
You know?
all of them,
anybody on the Yankees, anybody in the Yankees. You know?
I was a big Aaron Judge fan his rookie season, and then I was.
You know,
kinda like,
I give
I
them
hate the
props. I don't
Yankees.
I don't deny greatness or nothing like that, but I just feel like, you know what, you play for the Yankees, I just don't like you. And you know what's even worse than Yankee players are Yankees fans. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
That was like when Garrett Cole signed for the Yankees. I had the utmost
God.
respect, and then I just went.
Yeah. Hey, shout out all my Yankees fans, but seriously, I got a lot of friends that for some odd reason born and raised Northwest Indiana, but they're Yankees fans.
Yeah.
But whatever. So.
One other thing in MLB is obviously the talks about Trevor Bauer and where he's going to sign. You see that the favorites, I think the two favorites right now to sign him are the Mets. So
Mets have been making
where
moves.
I hope he goes. I hope he goes to the Mets because if that's a favorite and he's not going to come to the White Sox, I'd rather him see if he's going to go to New York, go to the Mets.
What if he goes to Padres?
Want to know the other team that he's talking? That's
Tell
the
me.
second favorite. The Dodgers. The fucking Dodgers.
Shocker.
Like they need another Cy Young candidate over there. They only got Kershaw and fucking what's his name? What the dude's
Is
name?
Dustin May still over there?
No.
Big redheaded fro? I think he is. I don't.
Who?
Dustin May.
I don't.
Redheaded fro?
Yeah, he's got a huge red-haired fro.
Why can't I think of dude's name?
Dustin May.
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think of the other pitchers.
I know the
names from
redheaded
Dodgers.
Justin Turner, but he's a hitter. He's not a pitcher.
Third base.
Dustin.
Dustin May.
Was he relief?
No, he's the third or fourth.
Who's number 2? What the fuck's his name?
I don't know.
So you
Gosh,
got Kershaw.
damn it!
Drive me crazy.
What the fuck's his name? Nate, what's his name?
I don't fucking know.
I knew you didn't know. That's why I asked. Oh, I know the guy now.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know his name was Dustin May. It
Dustin
looks
May.
like you in high school,
Yeah,
except he's got.
I threw just like him.
Yeah. I shot like LeBron James too back in high school too.
All 4 feet 6 of you.
No, hold on. I've been the same height since like 7th grade, dude. You know, when I was in 7th grade, I was like one of the tallest kids, but everybody else kept growing and I didn't. So
Walker Bueller. Bueller was his name.
Mueller.
I was thinking, I know it's a fucking movie.
Mueller. If you'd have said that out loud, I might have had it.
I was thinking, I just wasn't coming to me, so I had to I had to look it up.
All right, can we get to NHL, man?
Yeah, let's go. I mean NFL, let's
Who
go.
the fuck brought MLB up?
Fucking new
Yeah,
guy.
you both pointed at each other.
Hey man, I'll talk MLB anytime.
I got it
love
blacked
talking
out.
MLB.
what we got college basketball?
No, we're
College
not doing college
football?
basketball,
We're
no.
not doing none of that.
No.
He's
I don't-
not a college guy.
Hey, shout out Indiana.
Hey, do you
And
watch
Duke?
on the
What about
overtime?
They got a lot of Indiana kids on the team right now, fucking going crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Hell yeah.
Couple Griffith kids, couple Maryville kids. I think the whole lineup's from Indiana.
for
Oh, yeah?
who's?
For
Duke.
Oh, for Duke?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bunch of Indiana kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twins from Griffith and a couple guys from Maryville.
Right. Well, it's crazy because between Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky, none of them are playing good this year.
Nah.
That's what's crazy.
If you're looking for betting odds, I sent you guys to bet Drake
Mhm.
college team.
They played tomorrow
not
night?
Duke. I'm sorry, Drake. What the fuck was I saying?
Oh, okay.
Drake. My fault.
No,
My
you're good.
fault. Wrong D team.
This fucking guy. Drake has yet to
Too many
lose
stouts, man.
against the spread. They are 13-0 against the spread
Nice.
this year. FYI, if you're
They
looking to
play
bet,
today or
they
tomorrow?
play Sunday, Monday against Illinois. Sunday and Monday, both against Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
They're 13-0 against the spread.
Yeah,
So if you're looking for something to bet on,
Okay.
that was my bad.
You guys heard it here
I meant
first?
Drake. I meant Drake. That was my
There you
fault.
College basketball
many
talk
stouts.
on Region Degenerates. What is going
Gag's
on?
going to be so excited.
I know, Gags.
Dude, I can-
Gags runs a show on Overtime Sports Network called March to Madness. It's a live show happening tonight. Is it live right now?
Uh-oh.
He don't do it on Fridays.
You gonna get
Does
fired?
I thought so.
You've never talked about it on being live.
It's only like episode 3 or 4.
Oh. I
It
don't
might
know
be
that.
Saturday. I think it's Friday.
Well, I guess it would be
What's
3 or
your
4. He
strictly
probably was waiting till
college
after the New
basketball
Year.
talk and
It's strictly college basketball. Him and his
March
two
to
buddies,
Madness, yes. Literally just him talking about it. That's what
Nickel
he said.
and Oros, who was just on Happy Hour. Those three can go. on
Really?
Basketball Talk. It's
Really?
really good stuff. If you're a basketball guy,
Oh man, I watch college basketball when I do NBA
That's
because
where
it's on more.
that's where you,
All the
that's
fucking
where you
time,
want to
yeah.
be. You want to be March to Madness. You want
Yeah.
to listen to what those guys are saying.
Okay.
Chime in. They'll throw your comments up, and maybe
Definitely.
you'll be a guest one day.
Okay.
Hey, maybe make it to the big leagues, man.
There you
Because
go.
this ain't the big leagues. Anything with the president's the big leagues.
Yeah.
Blackhawks are losing 1-0 at the end of the first.
Yeah.
Almost then. Yeah.
All right.
Almost.
NFL.
NFL talk.
And-
Let's,
NFL.
let's
All right.
pre-talk to the Super Bowl.
Let's go. Who needs a break?
Pre-talk to Super Bowl.
I'm good
Not yet.
still.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what happened last week. Rodgers went down, and obviously
Obviously. The
he's
GOAT.
not hurt, but he
But I mean, he lost.
He got
Packers-
taken down.
gone.
Guess who took the Bucks spread? Did you, Nate?
Nope.
Was
I
it
bet
plus-
against Tom.
Plus 3.5, right?
Yeah. Guess who took the Bucks plus 3.5? Guess who took the over?
So
What was the
Can
over
I-
on it?
50.
53.
54 or 50? Yeah, somewhere-
54 was the Chiefs game.
That's right. 52 then.
52.
52 and
I don't-
54 were the
I
spreads.
don't know if I would take the over on that.
I took the over.
I would have.
Man.
I would have took the over. I think I did take the over.
Really?
Yep.
But the only, so in my defense, never bet against Tom Brady.
We've learned in the past.
In my defense, I had already had a future bet of the Packers and the Bills going to the Super Bowl.
So you had to ride with it.
I seen that, by the way.
It was a $20
seen
bet
it, yes.
to win $300. And
Had to ride with it.
now Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers square off, and I was like, oh no. Well, I can't bet against my bet, right?
Yeah.
So I guess I have to take Aaron
Just ride with it.
Rodgers. And I have to take the Buffalo Bills against the Chiefs.
Yikes.
I better hope these fucking overs hit.
I lost the money on the Chiefs and Bills games. I put a $20 three-leg parlay of anytime touchdown scores, Kelsey and Williams, and the third one was Diggs. And guess who didn't
So,
fucking
It
score?
was me too. I had a four-way.
Fucking Diggs.
I had a four-way. It was Rodgers' number one weapon,
Adams?
Adams.
Devontae
Devontae Adams. And then it was Mike Evans, Kelsey, and Diggs. And that would have paid out like $300.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Yeah. Fucking Diggs. Fucking Diggs.
thanks, bud. I did hit a huge parlay in the Bucks Packers game though. I had Aaron Rodgers over 280. He threw for like 350 yards. I had Adams anytime touchdown. Adams under 90 yards. Aaron Jones under something yards. And Tom Brady under 285 yards, and he threw for like 284 yards.
You said the interception is the reason why. What,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, the PI.
The PI.
The King got, what's his first name? I have no idea. King from the Packers got called for PI going across the field, and if he didn't hold him, Tom Brady would have made that play because
Right.
he was only fingertips away, and I would have lost my parlay.
I give you props on taking Adams under 90. Too.
He got hurt too. That helps me.
Yeah, because that's his number. It's
Oh, yeah.
One weapon, yeah.
almost his only weapon. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there.
You got to
but-
assume it's a playoff game. Bucks defense is really good. He draws a crowd, so Adams is going to look for him, but he's
Right.
going to go other options. So you're going to get Lazard, and I had Tanya touchdown too.
Right.
Tanya anytime touchdown. So I might not have had the under on. I did have the under on Devontae.
Either way, I should have known better than to bet Diggs for that touchdown because the Bills were so sketchy
Who scored it?
against
defense.
Baltimore. The defense. The Bills were so sketchy against Baltimore. Like, they just couldn't figure it out. It's a team that hasn't been in the playoffs, and Josh Allen, he just wasn't his normal self. And then second week, I was like, I don't think he's going to figure it out, but he'll probably still find Diggs in the end zone. He didn't. And
what a
Right.
good
I fucking
shit.
Well, I
paid
mean,
for it.
if there was anybody on the Bills though that you would have put your money on to score a touchdown, it would.
Oh,
have been
100%.
Diggs.
And I
You
think-
know, I mean, it would.
I'll
at least I would have. I would have too.
I'll disagree with you just because it would have been Zach Moss if he was playing.
Right. And also,
That's the only caveat to that, but he didn't play, so yes,
Right.
also
you're
part
right,
of the
Diggs.
part of the reason to Diggs' success over the past 2 months was because John Brown wasn't playing either.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
So
Let's remember how good Diggs was though when he was on the Vikings. That-
Yeah,
I mean,
He's
he
still
was
a bad
monster.
man. He's still a
I
bad
know
man.
he still is. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like let's,
Nate, how'd your bets fare this weekend or last weekend?
Listen,
been awfully quiet over there.
I fucking bet against. Well, no, I'm sorry. I didn't pick the money line. I picked that the Packers would cover the the -3.
It's only 3 points, man. Don't bet against Tom Brady.
They fucked up, man.
I've preached.
I got
it
everything
time
else
and time
right.
again.
I got everything else right. I got the overs on both games. I picked the Chiefs were going to cover, and I fucking said the Packers were going to cover, and they didn't. Fucked me all up.
That game was a good game, by the way.
It was.
Oh,
a
it
really
was.
good
That
game.
probably should have went on last.
It was the game of the week.
Yeah.
It should have been last. That's why I was like, I don't know why. When we were talking about it last time we
Yeah.
recorded, it was why isn't
Yeah, they
like that
scheduled
was the
those
game to
stupid-
talk about. We were all pumped to talk about that game. Don't know why it was not prime time.
And such weird times too.
Yeah.
Well,
2:40 and 5:20.
There's only
or
2
whatever the
games, so
fuck.
you don't want to have it in the middle of a. I mean, I guess you don't have to have it at 3 and 7. You know, like in Super Bowl starts at 5.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a weird time. to
They
think
also
about
got
it, too.
fucking 17 hours worth of fucking 5-second commercials too.
Starts at 5. I gotta work at 10, and I'm always running.
You won't- yeah, you
I
won't
gotta
see
I
the
gotta
end of it.
rush to get to 10.
Uh,
Make it to work.
Yeah, I watched the Bucks Packers game, and then I hit that big parlay, and I was stoked beyond belief, and I might have been a little tipsy. Working on the kitchen, power tools in my hand.
Yeah, getting excited
drilled
with power
extra
tools in your hand.
No
And-
power tools.
And then the Bills game came on, so I watched So Julie was painting the kitchen that morning. 'Cause I don't paint. That's Julie's job.
Yeah.
Julie paints, and that's not like a me being a woman have to do that thing. That's just I fucking hate painting.
Yes.
I will do
I agree.
I will do-
absolutely hate it.
everything else. You have to paint.
Right.
And that's our deal, and she enjoys painting. So so she was painting. So I watched the Blackhawks game that morning. Won money on that game. Hit the parlay with the Packers and Bucks, and then I really didn't give a fuck about the Chiefs game at that point. Yeah, I'm way up. I can't be down. So we
Well-
played Monopoly and I lost.
Shocker. You did lose on that fight, though. I heard, huh? We don't want to talk about that McGregor fight that you lost on.
No, I don't want to talk about it either. I lost money on it. Shout out my boy McGregor. You're
Gosh,
all right.
I wish I would have pulled that trigger.
I don't think I've ever bragged more for McGregor fight. I was more worried about the Khabib McGregor fight than I was the Poirier and McGregor fight, and I lost money.
So I
And
seen-
it is what it is.
I was
but-
at work. I went into work that night, and I eventually seen the video of him walking out, and I was like, I don't like the way he's walking out to the ring. I'm gonna go put $20
with Poirier.
I'm gonna go put $20.
He didn't like the way McGregor was walking out.
I didn't like
Yeah.
the way he was walking.
It-
I didn't
it's
like the way McGregor was
different.
walking out. So
He's different.
Yeah.
He's not the same.
I did not see that in his eyes. Like,
Did
he
it
just
make you
wasn't
feel
there.
better?
So
See,
I was
that's the
like-
thing.
I was
I
like, I'm
actually
betting
felt more
against him.
confident
Oh,
seeing
no.
him.
I
I really
felt more
did.
confident betting against him.
See, I
And I went to go put the bet in, but by the time I seen that video, and by the time the fight had already started, so I was
right.
like, "Fuck!"
Oh,
and then he
yeah.
fucking won. I was like, "Gosh, damn it!"
Yeah.
Nate, how many times have you got a text message from Kyle Krown after the fact going, "Oh, I knew he was gonna win. I should have put that bet in."
Dude, I
Too many
legit
to count, man.
logged in.
Astronomical numbers.
Dude, I legit logged in
I could bet money.
and went to go put $20
On that.
on it. And
Name
I
a
fucking
number
missed
and
it.
I'll pick the over.
Look, it's last minute. It's
One.
just like last minute. Yeah, one. It's just these last minute feelings, but then by then I'm too late.
Like at the end of this game here, Kyle Krown's gonna tell you, "Oh, I knew Columbus was gonna win, but I didn't have time to bet it because we
No,
were
I
recording
said
this podcast."
I said a Hawks of 10-2. Bet the Hawks money line.
So I got a serious question for you guys. When it comes back to the NFL,
Oh
Yeah, let's
we're
do it.
lock back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
we're
alright,
there.
Again.
Deshaun Watson, where's he going?
Fuck, he's staying.
I don't know. I've been hearing that he's wanting out, but the way he's going about it, he's not being very professional.
So
Right.
his contract's due 2025.
yeah, he just re-signed a couple days, like
2025.
a couple months ago.
Right.
And they can keep him till
So
2028.
he's locked in.
Did he?
So
I'm sorry. What he signed, was that a franchise tag? What did he sign?
I don't,
just a new
I don't think it
contract.
was- yeah, it was a
It
new
was just a new
contract.
contract. He
signed
wasn't
a new
franchise tag.
contract.
I'm saying he can stay till 2028 because then he can get tagged after his contract's up.
Right.
Yeah, but he's already in it.
Well, yeah, because he's already requested a trade. So
Yeah. They don't have to give it to him though.
And the thing is, I don't know if you guys seen the news earlier today, but that their new head coach
Yeah.
said he specifically said, "I took this job expecting Deshaun Watson to stay here."
Yeah.
yeah,
So that's kind of like mind blowing there. Like that's that whole situation.
yeah.
What's gonna happen? Like,
Yeah,
what do you guys think?
They
I mean, it's-
treated him very unfairly at the beginning, and that's why he wanted out. But I guess the way he's going about it, I mean, they don't have to let him trade.
Right.
They don't have to trade him.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's up to the Texans, right?
Yeah.
Correctly?
They keep him, and I
He's
think
on
they're
the
going to keep
contract.
him, and he's going to just have to fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
It sucks because, like, if I'm Deshaun Watson, I think, like, I want to trade. You aren't going to trade me. That's going to piss me off. After last year when they get rid of one of the best receivers in the league
For fucking
Yeah.
for a
pennies.
piece of bubble gum.
They didn't even
like,
tell him about that. I
That
heard.
shit's wild to me.
Yeah.
So now you won't even let me go? You might as well just try to get picks for me because the team's not going anywhere.
But Deshaun can also sit this out.
He's going to get fined every time he sits.
He could still sit
Yeah.
this out.
But, I mean,
It could just be another AB, another Le'Veon Bell situation where it's.
I think he's too young.
I would-
I mean,
He
think
shouldn't
about it.
sit.
They
He
can
should
get,
play.
you know, what? Fine them 20,000, 50,000.
What'd you say,
Let's be
50K?
honest. That's not.
What's up?
You said it was 50 something.
yeah, it was like 50 or 55,000 for every miss.
for every game.
practice.
every
Yeah.
practice he misses. Everything he misses.
So let's say 55,000 a week then, right? You know, let's include practices and games or whatever.
Well,
like,
you got
that's big money, but
it's $200,000 a week at 3 practices in a game.
well,
It
I
ain't
mean,
worth
well,
it.
yeah, I
It ain't
mean,
worth it.
so okay, let's average it out to 100,000 a week or 200,000, whatever. It's obviously multiple athletes have done it before, so it's not the greatest deal in the world to them, you know. I don't know. I'm just curious to see where this situation is gonna land. I don't know.
I would
I
like.
hope they trade him, but I don't think they will.
I hope they trade him as well. I hope they put it.
Let's hear this.
He's got a little grin on his face.
Yeah,
Like
I'm seeing it.
You want him
something's
to go
going
to the
on over
Nets,
there.
too?
I hope the Brooklyn Nets put a package together for Deshaun Watson. First time ever, Big Four. No, seriously. I've stood up for Drew Lock time and time again. I've said that he's had a bad season this year because Courtland Sutton was out. I would like to see the Denver Broncos put together a trade package and some money. Throw that number 9 pick over. I mean, because their pick has to be high. I don't know where they sit, but they got to be top 6? Question mark.
I don't know.
They weren't good this year, right? Well, do you know what
They
their
had 12 losses.
So they're higher than Denver.
Yeah.
So if I trade a number 9 pick to the Texans, they get 2 first-round picks in the top 10, and I shouldn't have to give too much more money outside of a contract with Deshaun.
You're gonna have to give up a lot. This is a franchise quarterback that we're talking
I'm
about.
giving you 2 first-round picks and a quarterback-heavy draft.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like if
I
you're
mean,
giving me 2
quarterback
first-round
heavy,
picks,
No,
I don't.
I'm only giving you 1 first-round
not
pick,
two-
but you're getting 2.
what is the Broncos pick this year?
Number 9. You're getting 2 picks in the top 10 if you make that trade.
Number 9.
I still wouldn't. If I was the Texans, I wouldn't take that trade.
I think
I would still need more than that.
I think he's got a clause or something in his contract where he can pick where he wants to go.
Well-
And rumors are it's Miami.
So then he's unrestricted. Then that's what it is.
I would
because-
like to see him in Miami. I'll take my Denver fandom out of this. I would like to see him in Miami because Miami
Why
has
not
a
the
trade.
Jets?
Hey, can I
I'm
work at?
hearing the Jets, but I heard that he wants to
No,
go
it's
to
not going to
Miami.
be.
I was actually seeing some news on that earlier today
Yeah.
about them trading their first pick
Would
for
you-
Deshaun Watson for somebody that already has it. We got to remember he's still
Proven
super
commodity.
young.
For
Proven
Miami?
commodity.
And
He's
he-
only
yeah,
20.
exactly. He's proven. Exactly.
Would you-
25 years old.
Would you throw Tua in that package?
What we're talking about for the Jets. Or I'm
Oh.
sorry, for the Jags. That'd be for the
Oh, the
Jags.
Jags.
Yeah.
First pick.
First round pick.
So
oh, yeah, 100% do it.
yeah,
Don't throw Tua in.
you know,
I
but
was thinking we were still Miami.
2 is
sorry.
another pack. 2 is another package.
yeah, but that's super tough. But at the end of the day, it's really what the new head coach Urban Meyer,
Yeah.
shout out Urban Meyer,
Yeah.
Right.
wants
I
to
mean,
do. You know,
so
I mean,
Urban Meyer comes in, changes that
very
culture,
college friendly coach, by the way. So let's throw that
Changes-
in there.
changes that culture, trades a first round pick away. Wild move, by the way, but you get Deshaun Watson back. Now you have Urban Meyer and Deshaun Watson. You have a free agent heaven over there. Aaron Jones is going to be a free agent this year. You can get Aaron Jones down there, pending money wise, as long as you can figure out contracts. Mike Evans is going to be a free agent. Is that right?
Yeah, Mike Evans ain't going nowhere though.
I mean, could you
I don't
build
think
a
he's
But
going
no,
fucking,
I get it.
could you build a
yeah.
fucking super team down there with Deshaun Watson? I mean, I'm
No,
not
you
saying
could.
I'm not saying Deshaun Watson's a top 5 quarterback in any year he's ever played the league,
Right.
but Jesus Christ, the free agents this year, the picks that they have, you could make an astronomical move and just shift from. You can make huge moves this year.
Last place in AFC South.
Yes. No.
Even though they did make it to the AFC Championship, what was that, 2-3 years ago? The Jags did. Remember Saxonville? That's what
Lost
they called it.
to-
Saxonville.
Who'd they lose to again?
Yep,
Patriots.
The Patriots.
Oh, they lost to Tom Brady. That's right. Don't
Yeah.
bet against Tom Brady.
Shocker.
Yeah, almost. But
I watched that.
They
Yeah.
got a
But
running
no,
back already
seriously.
down there too, and James
So-
Robinson.
So
that
here's
doesn't
my,
matter.
here's my
that
thing
kid
with,
is good.
with the whole like Watson thing going to Jags. So being a Colts fan, right? You know, Phillip Rivers, he just retired. So, which I wasn't too fond on us getting him, but I said whatever. Let's give it a shot.
He was a
let's,
one-year
let's
bridge
see
guy.
what happens. Yeah. So and shout out my boy Andrew Luck. I miss him. I wish he never retired, but God bless him.
Stab
You know,
in the
hope,
heart.
whatever. You know, gotta do what you gotta do. So, anyways, I am super big on getting Deshaun Watson. If we got him, dude, I would.
I think the Colts are going.
This would be the most excitement since we got Andrew Luck. You know,
I
so
think
a
there's only-
decade. A decade.
In this room, I think there's
But-
only one guy in here that doesn't want Deshaun Watson, and that's the guy who has Dak Prescott at the helm.
Dak
Okay.
Prescott.
Well, you know what's crazy though
Zion.
is that out of all of our teams right here, right
Zion.
now, there's one free agent quarterback, and that's Dak Prescott.
But he's not wrong.
No, seriously. He out of all of our favorite teams in this room, his quarterback is the only one that's a legit free agent right now.
So you said legit.
Now,
free agent,
of course.
Trubisky's gone,
Yes.
but
Well, I'm talking about
He's
free
already resigned.
agent. You know,
Yeah.
but here's the
What
thing:
about-
he's gonna stay with the Cowboys, and he's gonna make $40 million a year this year. But he's gonna have to get.
So
But really quick though, let me throw this out there. Let me finish this up. So, as much as I want Deshaun Watson, like I said, this would be the most excitement since we got Andrew Luck a decade ago. But there's no way, and this includes the Jags though, with Urban Meyer that we were just talking about. There's no way that the Texans are going to give him up to another AFC South team. I'm
No
sorry.
shot.
There's no way because they're going to say, hey, you know what? You're not going to ride over on us
Yeah.
with our guy, our old
and
guy.
those two are.
There's
always
no
one
way.
head.
So
The Colts
I'm
and
thinking he's
Texans
going to
are-
go to an NFC team. You know, they're going to get some good capital off draft capital or money, whatever it is.
I think as a Colts
But-
fan, I think you guys should be looking at Matt Stafford.
I was gonna say there's rumors that Matt
I
Stafford's
no,
gone.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
But I'm just so worried about that being another Phillip Rivers. I'm sorry because
He's
One of
better
the
than
greats
Phillip
that just
Rivers.
can't win.
I
I think he's better.
Absolutely, he's
I-
got an
I-
arm.
well,
He's
what
got-
though?
tough as
What do we
hell.
talk?
Yeah.
That you know what? Matthew Stafford and Phillip Rivers. I want to compare these stats real quick, like career stats. They have to be pretty neck and neck. Seriously,
Stafford
they
ain't
do.
had no help over there in a couple years either. He's
True.
Neither
Galladay
did
can't stay
Rivers though
healthy.
for a little while. I mean, him and Antonio Gates back in the
Gates,
day,
yeah.
they were.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, one, you know, but then at the same time, he had Stafford and Megatron. So let's be honest. I mean, they both had little weapons here and there.
Phillip Rivers
but-
had T.Y. Hilton all year and didn't do shit.
No,
with
you're right. You're
Not
right.
until,
And-
like, the
and-
last
and no,
few
no, no.
weeks.
And
Yeah,
Yeah.
with this year being an exception, I'll give you guys like for sure. But besides this year, like they've been pretty much neck and neck. As far as teams, like their teams were pretty much average, pretty good,
I'll
not
say-
too good, not too bad.
I'll disagree with you in the fact that the Colts' offensive line is tenfold better than
Than
Detroit's
million.
offensive
Oh,
A
line.
yeah.
million. Yes,
100%.
yes, correct.
Phillip
correct,
Rivers can
correct.
do whatever he wants if he has 5 minutes back there.
Yes, no, you're right. You're right. And
But he
I
still can't hit T.Y.
no, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. He's more of the like I don't know the name of it, like the wild quarterback. It's like I'm just gonna throw it up.
Rivers,
I'm just gonna throw it up. Hopefully he catches it. You know, and his
Stafford is the next name on our list.
yeah.
Nate Fowler, where do you think Stafford's going to go?
I'm thinking
Also-
Indianapolis.
Also, were you surprised to see him leave? Well, surprised to see the news come
I
out that a trade's coming.
Thought he
because
should have left a lot sooner. Honestly, he's been getting an unlucky hand over there for the longest.
Unlucky is
How many games?
understatement.
I want to know how. I should look up. I should know because I had him on my fantasy team. How many games fucking Galladay played in the past 3 seasons? Like this year, I think he only played like 2.
Can't be
It
a
was
lot.
fucking terrible.
He's been
probably
getting a
been like
very
10.
unlucky hand being out there in Detroit.
And like
You
you,
know who
said,
I
and
would
like
like
you
to
said,
see
the
Stafford
offensive
go
line is
to?
fucking terrible.
I would
So-
like to see Stafford. I'd like to see the Denver Broncos put together a package for Matthew Stafford.
I was gonna. What?
Hey, I would like to see the Denver Broncos put a package together for any of these quarterbacks because Drew Lock is not our guy.
Look, I'm not going to tell you Drew Lock's not our guy, and I don't want to go on a Denver Broncos rant, but you have to work with what you have.
Right.
Cortland Sutton going down, that cannot be an excuse. You still have to step up, and you have to be the leader in that locker room, and you have to tell Jerry Jeudy to catch a goddamn ball, and you have to tell Noah Fant to get over his goddamn hangnail and play a full fucking 4 quarters one time this year. Just once would be great. And you
next
have
year could be
to
different.
have a better completion ratio. I mean, Drew. I'm not going to tell you Drew Lock's not our guy because I'm a Drew Lock fan. Rapping it easy on the sideline.
From these last 2 trade talks that we were talking about.
You're ready just to get rid of him. So I mean, I don't know what.
I'm not ready to get rid of him, but if we can get a better option there, I'm not going to. If you tell me Tom Brady's coming to my team, I'm not going to say, oh, we're going to prepare for the future. We don't want Tom Brady over
Drew
here.
Lock now or Tom Brady now?
Tom Brady right now, 1,000 times over.
Really?
43-year-old Tom Brady.
Tom Brady right
So you'd rather
now.
have another Peyton Manning, then, is what you're saying.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, that's 2 straight Super Bowls. I get that.
I will buy a Super
but look
Bowl.
where you're at now, though, 5 years later.
I will buy a Super Bowl right now to not care about the next 5 years.
You just got a Super Bowl 4 years ago, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm 5 years. I'm buying another Super Bowl, and I don't care about the next 5 years.
Damn.
I think whoever needs a quarterback right now, Matty Stafford can definitely fill that spot. No,
I agree. No, I've always liked Matthew Stafford. He is a really good player. He's actually a really good individual too. Let me just point that out there. The things he's done on his charity side and all that stuff. So shout out Matthew Stafford.
He's
but
tough as fucking nails.
Yeah.
Brady's
yeah,
back,
no,
coming back.
no,
and fucking
that
playing.
dude
He's
had
a hockey player.
playing
Oh, yeah.
ribs, fucking
Tough.
everything, dude. He does
Fucking
not
tough.
care. Does not.
And Nate would like to see him out of that division. Not that the Lions or any
I would like to see him
competition.
in some
but-
blue and orange, but I doubt that's gonna happen.
You ain't getting rid of Foles, man.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
get rid of Trubisky, though.
What's up with Trubisky, man?
That's the next name on our list. First of all, where do you think Stafford's going?
Where I think he's going? Oh, man,
There's a lot of options. A lot
Yeah, I
of teams
know, I
need-
know, it's-
I mean,
it's-
the amount of
it's-
teams that
need
need
quarterbacks.
right.
Right now are crazy,
Like-
yeah.
If you told me that
I'm thinking. Well, does anybody know off the top of their head what the Lions' pick is this year in the draft?
that's got to be top 5.
Top 5, top 10. At
Top
least,
10 for
at,
sure.
At least, yeah.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
It would not shock me if something was worked out with the Texans. Seriously,
Just a straight swap.
a straight swap, and I mean that, and I'm talking about drafts, and I'm talking about trades with, I don't know. I mean money.
I don't hate that outside of how terrible the offensive line is in Detroit.
Well,
and
yeah,
the
exactly.
fact that
What-
Deshaun has a say.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. What I would be worried about is Deshaun's future.
Yep.
Because of what's going on. I mean, look at Matthew Stafford. This dude is phenomenal. This dude is such a good quarterback. And what does he have to show for it? Absolutely nothing.
Nada.
You know, a couple stats, but that's it.
7.
7th pick. I mean, look at it. I don't know. It would not shock me because from what I see, what's going on is Deshaun is not playing for Houston. Deshaun, he'll sit it out. If Houston has the rights, like you guys are saying or whatever, he's not going to play.
Oh.
But so my guess is Matthew Stafford to Houston. Yes,
Houston.
that's
I could
that's
see
what I'm saying.
Stafford in Indy. I could see. I think Indy's the landing spot. Like that's the
I'm
obvious
stuck on
landing
Indy.
spot.
I'm stuck on Indy.
That would be the
I
best
do-
fit for him.
I do like the double switch, Houston and Detroit. I just don't see Deshaun having a say and agreeing to that. You said Indy.
Oh yeah, I'm stuck on Indy. I'm
All
stuck
right,
on
Maybe
Mitchell
Miami.
Trubisky. You thoughts on Mr. Trubisky?
Indy. Bears fan. Cowboys rider. I mean Packers rider. I mean bandwagon rider.
Excuse me. Watch your mouth.
Hey, how excited are you to sell Trubisky downstream?
I'm not excited.
Hey man, what do you think he's worth?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Another beer.
He played really well towards the end a little bit. I've already kind of expressed my feelings for us drafting Nick Foles or picking him up.
Picking him up. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I would hope that they restructure another contract for him and keep him, but I don't see that happening. I don't know if he's going to be a starter anywhere, which is going to be unfortunate, but he might be like
he
a
can fight for a spot.
Taysom Hill spot where he just comes out and fucking runs like
Certain plays.
run plays and every once in a while throws a good ball.
Are you talking about Trubisky?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Do you hope the Bears keep him, or do you want the Bears to get rid of him?
I mean, what is our
Foles or
options?
Trubisky? I mean, Trubisky's gone.
Trubisky.
They've already said they're not picking his fifth year.
They're not going to pick
You're
him
not
up,
going to get rid of
but-
Foles. I think Foles is going to
No,
stay there.
Foles is the Chicago Bears quarterback next year.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Which is
Disagree?
fucking so stupid. Yeah, I what has he got, another year? I think he's got a 3-year
I
contract.
think it was a 3-year contract, but so
Fuck.
you got him for another 2 years.
Fucking
I'm not saying you can't get out of that, but
Yeah.
that's the contract you signed. Not you.
Trade for
the
Deshaun Watson.
Typical Chicago.
Hey, ain't
That's
gonna
never
happen.
gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen. I doubt he would even want to go to Chicago.
So
Dude,
I would like to
Chicago is
see.
not that
I would like
bad
to
of
see a
landing
package
spot.
put
It's
together. That no, I don't want Trubisky. I'm just kidding. I'm not
He's gonna go somewhere and he's gonna be a backup, and that's gonna be the fucking end of his career.
I disagree. I think that Trubisky can be a starting quarterback in this league. Granted,
Jacksonville.
I don't think it's going to be
Not now.
Definitely not.
Not
gonna be
since they have the first overall pick.
Sure.
I'll take the
Yeah.
under on Jacksonville.
You think he'd start over Darnold for the Jets?
No.
I think no. They got rid of Darnold. They're not.
Yeah, they're
gonna
get rid of Darnold.
So you
I mean,
think-
they haven't
you think-
gotten rid of
you think
Darnold.
he could start up there?
Depending on what the draft looks like, because they have the second pick, I don't think that he's going to start over the second pick. And they're definitely not going to draft him to be, they're definitely not going to sign him to be a clipboard quarterback for a number 2 draft pick because he was a number 1 draft pick.
True.
I mean, but
4 years ago.
the options for Trubisky are like Washington,
Oh yeah.
Detroit.
Gosh, could you imagine how bad Detroit would be with fucking Trubisky?
I mean those are your right off the top of my head. Those are your 2 options.
Denver.
He did
Worst
good in
case
that
scenario.
He could be a backup to the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say give me
Justin
another
Herbert.
team. Yeah, he's not gonna start over Justin Herbert.
He's not.
Not
And-
a chance.
I what I'm trying to think of is who Trubisky would start over, out of the quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah,
like
that's
who he
what-
would
that's
start
what
over.
I wanna know.
And
The
honestly,
answer-
I don't know if I can name you more than
the two-
one because I don't know one. Like I don't even know if I can.
Who's Atlanta's backup?
No, seriously.
Nobody. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know who Atlanta's
Yeah, a lot
backup
of
is.
a lot of their backups are nobodies. He'd be a good backup. I don't think anybody's arguing that.
Oh,
I don't know who he
Trubisky's
would
definitely
start.
Fucking.
I mean, seriously,
Blue
name
Jackets
somebody
just
right
won.
now that he would start over on any other team
He would definitely start over.
for as being a starter, like a starting quarterback
he could go to Washington and start right now.
over Alex Smith.
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
see. I don't see that.
I don't think he's a better
I-
quarterback than Alex Smith, but Alex Smith's injuries prevent him from performing at top notch. So I think Trubisky could start over Alex Smith.
But you got to remember what he did for Washington too, though. After coming back from his
None of that
injuries.
matters. It's what can you do for me today and tomorrow.
I get that, but look what he just did. He won them. I mean, granted, that the worst division in the league. I
How
get
many
that.
times did he get hurt and have to sit out a game? He wasn't even able to play in the playoff game. They had to have Heineke come in.
I would take him playing once every other game than Trubisky playing for
I
me
would
every
take
game.
Trubisky every game
It would
over Alex Smith every other game.
be a battle for the starting spot.
I'm not trying to sound like a straight Trubisky hater,
I'm not
but
saying
I'm sorry. I just don't see him being that good to be a starting quarterback, and that's just my opinion. I don't know.
And with Detroit, I mean, if you're getting rid of Stafford, I don't know who your starting quarterback is.
Yeah,
What are
no,
your
I
next-
mean
what are
you're
your-
right,
what are your
right,
better
right,
options?
right.
Would he start over? I'm sorry. Would he start over? Who just got traded to the Steelers from Washington?
I swear that's where I was going with.
That's
Oh,
what-
Haskins.
I swear I was
Haskins.
going
Dwayne
with
Would he start
Haskins.
over Haskins?
No.
You don't think so?
The Steelers got Mason Rudolph over there too.
Yeah. Shout out my boy Helmet Head. I seriously, I don't.
Big Ben's not retiring. He doesn't want to end it on a sour note.
Dwayne Haskins was horrible.
Yeah, nowhere
But
where he should've
something,
been.
you know what? Maybe I'm going back to our earlier conversation. Maybe there's just something about Mitchell Trubisky I don't like. I don't
Yeah?
know.
I think he would.
No,
I
I
would-
seriously, I'm not trying to sound like a Mitchell, but I Mitchell hater. But I don't know, man.
What's the future? What's the future for Alex Smith?
I'd
That-
give him a couple more years.
Oof.
Give him. Let me just
I'm
start. Let me
surprised he
throw this out
finished
there.
This year.
Well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Let me throw this out there. He's gonna have some by the start of this season. He's obviously gonna have some decent rest going on.
Oh, yeah.
After obviously his long rest because of his injury. Let's see what the beginning of the year is, and let's see how he is,
He stopped it.
and then we'll go from there.
Kane shook his head.
You
after
know,
he stopped it.
But you don't
Let's see what
have
goes
that.
But I'm sorry, as of right now today, from what I've seen from Alex Smith this past year playing in the How many games was it? 5, 6 games he played?
I thought it was 3 or 4, but
Or
it could
3 or
it could have
4?
been 5 or 6.
And then how many did Trubisky play? 6, 7?
More than Alex Smith, 6 or 7. Yes.
6, 7. I would take Alex Smith for his 4 or 5 game or 3, 4, 5 games than Trubisky over 7 or 8.
But if you're Washington and who's the coach over there from the Panthers? Riviera.
Sorry.
He's cancer free. Shout out.
If you're creating a culture and you're creating a franchise from this point forward, you don't have the privilege to wait and see if Alex Smith is healthy next year. If Alex Smith plays 3 games next year, you
Right.
fucked yourself
No,
by
no,
not taking Trubisky.
I
or
get
Stafford, by the way. I'm not
I get
saying,
that. I get that. But my thing is that I'm not risking it on Trubisky though, which is the whole point of our conversation. So
I would.
I'm
because
not risking it on Trubisky
I would sign Trubisky to a 2-year deal,
as a backup. Yes.
and then see
Back
how
up, yeah.
bad you are next year, and then try to get a top.
That
top 10 pick.
would not be too bad though. Seriously,
I
no,
think
you're
that's
right. You're
why-
right. You're right.
that's
So
what
you want to
Washington
keep
would-
Alex Smith? Cool. But here, I'll sign Trubisky to a 2-year deal. So if Smith is playing bad, throw in Trubisky, and you're right. You never know because dude, they're not that bad.
No, they're
Between their
not.
offense
They made
and
the
defensive
playoffs.
line.
And you're
I
in
mean,
the
Chase
worst
Young.
division in the
Chase
history
Young,
of divisions.
yes, and then you have Chase Young, who is the
said
defensive
it.
rookie of the year, hands down, for sure. You know, yeah, and then like you said, the worst division in the whole league, hands down.
Getting bad looks from the Dallas Cowboys fan over here. Kyle Krown, if the Dallas Cowboys were to make a move this offseason, what do you think it would be, or what do you hope it would be?
Sign Dak Prescott. I ain't even gonna think. That didn't take. I was gonna say it before you finish your sentence. The fuck? It's not even a question.
Nathan Fowler, if the Chicago Bears were going to make a move this year, this offseason, what do you think it would be? What do you hope it would be?
Sign fucking Allen Robinson, goddammit.
Not wrong there.
He's gonna end up leaving. It's been too long. Why would you wait a whole 16
All right,
17 games?
go to Houston, play with Deshaun Watson. Chicago
Bro.
don't deserve him.
Like how are you like that contract was being held off since the beginning of the season, and they still haven't paid this man. Still,
To be fair, I think they were holding that contract off because they didn't know what they were going to do in the front office. And if you sign
Typical
Robinson,
Chicago.
if you sign Robinson to a long-term deal, if you fire the front office, now they kind of want to come in and rebuild. Now you're
Yeah.
stuck with this contract. So I understand not signing
Hey.
him, but also
Still in the first period.
what's going on?
Who's in control of this?
This is a degenerate podcast for sure. The Blackhawks game is blowing my absolute fucking mind. If the Denver Broncos were going to make a move this year, I hope at number 9, you draft safety. Hope you draft a safety at number 9. In the second round, I'd really like to see some more protection for Drew Lock. I'll ride with Drew Lock. I'll take Cortland Sutton healthy. Jerry Jeudy a year into the NFL.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's-
really think the Broncos are going to make a push next year as long as everyone can stay healthy. Noah Fant, get your shit together, man. You were hurt every game. Josh Long, if the Indianapolis Colts were going to make a move this offseason, what do you think it should be? What do you want it to be?
Well, out of all the drama and everything that's going on, right, between all the free agents and people that want to leave, this and that, I'm gonna say, with Rivers leaving, which I wasn't even a big fan of us getting him in the first place, is the Colts getting Watson for sure.
That's
Deshaun
your
Watson.
the number one priority of
Yes.
signing Deshaun Watson.
100,000%. We have the offensive line to protect him. We have decent weapons.
Trading for Watson.
We trade for Watson.
trade Watson,
Yeah, we would
absolutely.
have to trade for Watson,
Um,
obviously.
I love that. I don't know how.
And then especially on top of this, out of all of it, let me throw out that divisional rival. So
You think they'd have to trade Taylor?
that's there's probably 2 assets, and I love majority of our players, right? You know, I mean, I'm talking about from the offensive line to receivers.
I have a question when
to-
you're done. Go ahead.
One of my biggest concerns though is trading away probably like Hilton or Taylor.
You wouldn't trade Hilton. Hilton is your
Well,
key to get
our
guys
go-to.
over. Yeah.
That is our number one.
Not
guy.
only is your go-to, but yeah, that's the key to get quarterbacks in. Your offensive line and
Exactly.
Hilton. You have to trade
Exactly.
something.
If-
You can trade Hines.
Yeah,
you can
think
trade your
about it,
entire
yeah.
running backs away.
if you
You
and
trade
shout
your running
out
back
shout
room
out
back.
all our other receivers, but
No.
if you don't have
it's too
Hilton, who are you gonna say? Hey, this is who I got.
That's our
Come
guy,
play
yeah.
for us. To a quarterback. To a
Right.
quarterback, they're gonna be like, I don't know.
No,
When they can go over here
if
and
it's-
have this weapon and that weapon.
If it's
so,
Ty for Deshaun, Deshaun's not coming over because he's already been through that.
right.
Nate Fowler, would you say that Mitchell Trubisky was at his best when he had the most time in the pocket?
Yeah, I would think so.
Who probably has the best offensive line right now?
The Indianapolis Colts.
Mitchell Trubisky to
I
the
don't know.
Indianapolis Colts with
Dang.
time and Ty downfield.
Nope, not gonna happen.
What's the question here? Is this
Would
would
you
that
want him?
would that
No, my
work?
question was what would you when you say Mitch Trubisky's at his best? It's when he has time in the pocket.
Would you want him on the Colts? You think
I-
you think Colts fans would want him?
I don't hate
I
I don't hate that. I'm not in love with it.
I'm just gonna say if Trubisky became our quarterback, I'm not.
Thrilled. He's got a lot of proving.
I don't-
still to
I
do.
don't-
I'm
love
this
it.
close to saying I don't even want to be a Colts fan. I'm sorry. I don't like Trubisky. If he had the right protection, right? If he had the right, and he's a good pocket quarterback. That's what he is. You know.
But you got to be more than just a pocket quarterback.
I've talked
Right.
myself into Mitchell Trubisky to the Indianapolis Colts.
No.
Of course you did.
It's not gonna happen.
Shocker.
There's too much. He's got a bad.
You know
rep,
what
so
though?
he ain't gonna go.
In all honesty, being a Colts fan, I see that more realistic than I do Deshaun Watson, or even Matthew Stafford coming to the Colts.
I don't think you have what
Seriously.
it takes to give to the Texans to get
To get
Watson.
Deshaun, right.
No, I just don't see the Texans giving him up to another
Stafford-
divisional rival.
Stafford is
Yeah,
more
too.
realistic.
Yeah,
Trubisky is a
Super.
lock.
An option.
It's
super.
a lock.
Because it's gonna take a lot more to get Stafford, and then a lot more to get Watson. A lot more.
I
Which
just talked
ain't
myself.
gonna happen.
I just talked myself into Trubisky. The
No,
Colts are making the playoffs next year with
course
Mitchell
you
Trubisky, baby.
If, you know what? Being a Colts fan, right, and then growing up around a bunch of Chicago Bears fans, and a lot of my good friends are Chicago Bears fans. All the talk, the crap talk that I give all my friends about Trubisky. If he became our quarterback, I don't know whether to root or just to like shut my mouth. Like, what do I do here? You know,
Now,
I don't know.
Would you blame Trubisky or the coaching staff on his skill?
For-
Because he's had some
Yes.
pretty good.
for what's going on right now? What's going on, like with him playing right now, like
Yeah.
in Chicago? I would say more on Trubisky.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel like he was overrated from the go. I'm sorry, I don't know why the Bears picked him
He was the
when they
highest rated
did.
quarterback, wasn't he?
I'm just being honest. How many starts?
I think that's what.
but between
that's what or not
I'm
Bush.
gonna go as deep
Kubaki.
as high school. I'm gonna go as deep as high school.
Well, you have to because they only play like 4 college games.
Yeah.
That's my whole point. Between college and even high school, I don't even. What did he have? Just over double-digit starts.
12 starts.
12. 4. That's insane, man. To get picked where he did, especially over the quarterback. You were bringing up quarterback class earlier today. That was a decent quarterback class right there.
Turns out,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you never
You
fucking
know?
know. But
no,
again,
no, you're right. You're right.
If
You
if
never
we would have
know.
brought in Deshaun Watson or Patrick Mahomes,
Right.
who's to say that our coaching staff would
No,
make them
and
what
you're right.
they
100
are now? Right?
100%. You're
So-
100%. But at the same time, man, I mean, it's.
We don't have Andy Reid.
Let's just look. I mean, yeah, but Deshaun Watson had Bill O'Brien.
last quarter,
You know,
last great quarterback to come out of Chicago.
To
A lot of
come up.
crickets.
Jay Cutler.
Wait, yeah, what are we talking
Smoking
about?
Jay.
Chicago Bears?
Smoking Jay.
Talking about coming out. Oh yeah.
Jay
Grossman.
Cutler, baby.
Grossman.
Get the hell out of here.
Grossman.
Kyle Orton carried them to
Grossman.
the fucking Super Bowl, and
Yeah.
then they put in Rex Grossman to fuck it all off.
Shout out Colts,
God, I'm
baby.
so mad at that.
I'll never forget, man. Devin has to ran that shit back for a touchdown, dude. That blew
First
my mind.
ever. Fucking took him a minute to run 100 and some
Kubaki
yards.
said that, right?
Yeah.
Nah, he's fucking wrong. There's no way he was above Deshaun Watson after they just Clemson went to the. Did they win? I think Deshaun won.
I don't
Clemson
think Deshaun
won.
won.
Deshaun won
It's-
national championship.
Or did they lose to Alabama that year? 17.
I don't think
I thought
Deshaun
he
won.
lost one and won his second, and then came to the NFL.
Could have. I've been wrong. Before.
Either way,
An astronomical amount, by the way.
Deshaun Watson being below Mitchell Trubisky is crazy talk.
I mean, but either way, there's no telling. I mean, look
Dude,
at Vince
Patrick
Young, look
Mahomes,
at
too.
fucking Matt Leinart. Like, there's no telling when you pick the fucking guy up. You can
Right.
say, oh, he looked good in college, but who's the fucking
No,
who's to
and you're
say?
right. But I mean, can we all agree that the Bears screwed up picking Trubisky?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I mean, they screwed up.
Watching the Blackhawks game, sorry. Wasn't
Blackhawks are fucking
doing
butt
anything to that
cheeks.
conversation. All right.
They ranked Trubisky at 4.
I don't
Behind Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Kaiser, and then Trubisky.
Fuck. And Deshaun Kaiser, does he even play for anybody?
I don't even know.
I know he was the backup for
yeah,
Green Bay for a minute.
Yeah, and I think that was
He was the
it.
reason fucking Khalil Mack got that interception on that first fucking
Shots from the Blackhawks.
game.
Power play Blackhawks in 1 minute.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh!
And the
There
Blackhawks
you
are
go.
down 2-1 now.
But that's a goal, baby.
That is a goal.
What's the over under on this? I might have to take it real quick.
5.5.
5.
Well,
Ooh,
not-
yeah, I
not
might have
more.
to run that.
Oh, it's probably changed now.
It's
live
definitely
betting.
6.5 now.
Yeah.
So we're going on NFL talk. You've heard what Josh Long wants to happen for the Indianapolis Colts. You've heard what Kyle Krown wants to
Deshaun
happen
Watson
for
or Matthew Stafford.
the Dallas Cowboys. You've heard me talk about the Denver Broncos for far too long at this point. And you have heard what Nathan Fowler wants for his beloved Chicago Bears.
Can I
Beloved
get?
Bears.
Can I give? I thought about one crazy hot take coming here tonight. Okay.
Yeah, we love hot takes on
Let
the
him
show.
sizzle.
I'm so tired of Kyle Krown giving ice cold takes. I need a hot take.
When he messaged me this morning and said, "Hey, 6:30, man," and I was like, "Okay, all right, I got till 6:30." I did a lot of reviews, man. I was looking a bunch of stuff up because I'm like, man, I'm trying to be on my P's and Q's with all this, right?
I think he was the most prepared for this, by the way. Out
I-
of the four of
You
us.
were. Definitely was.
Well, it's my first time on, you know. So here's my crazy hot take, and I'm going to NBA. So
Okay.
sorry, so
Whatever,
I'm just
man.
throwing this out there. All right, you guys ready for this?
Yep.
My crazy hot take. Nets and Lakers in the NBA Finals.
Okay.
Okay, hear me out. Lakers win, back to back.
Okay.
Kyrie Irving goes back to Cleveland. I'm calling it out right now.
Goes back to
Goes
Cleveland.
back to Cleveland.
Why would he go back to
He he'll eventually leave Brooklyn Nets, leave Kevin Durant, leave James Harden, leave Steve Nash,
Who?
their head coach. Steve Nash. Leave Steve Nash, their head coach, and will go back to the Cleveland Cavaliers to be the man like he so bad wants to be. And he's tried to do multiple times, and we know where that leads. And I'm not the biggest Kyrie fan. If anything, I'm more against him than anything. But I'm just calling it out right now that he will leave the Nets by the end of the season and go back to Cleveland. Just calling it out right now. So you guys heard it here first.
I like everything you
Alright.
said except for the part where the Nets lost.
Really? Well, if they win, I don't see him leaving.
I also don't really care about
Wait.
what happens with Kyrie, but
Let me also throw it out there. I am not 100% sure if the Nets will even make the finals. That was kind of just like up in the air. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. But one thing, like I said, my hot take is that Kyrie Irving, no matter what.
Alright.
So let's say they lose in the first round. I'm
Somebody-
just gonna throw that out there.
somebody cut his mic off. Who's in charge of that?
Let me just say they lose in the first round.
Goddamn
Kyrie
Batman.
Irving is going to the Cleveland Cavaliers by next season, the start of next season.
Fuck,
Calling it
Sixers.
out right now.
76ers.
You just upset the longest running Nets fan in this room.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Everyone knows
I'm
since
just-
birth I've been a Nets fan.
Yikes, since birth. Since he came out
If
the
you
womb.
lose one of the big three,
First words would
you'd
go
want to
Nets.
lose Irving.
Yeah.
you
I
know?
don't disagree with you. I just think that the Nets are going to win.
Really.
Let's go Nets.
You think they could beat the Sixers?
I think they
yeah,
could
I
do-
don't even know if they'll make.
Dude,
I don't know.
I'm
maybe.
telling you right now, they have not flipped the switch. All they've done is showed you what James Harden
Betting
can do
odds.
with
Sixers
Kevin
are worth
Durant.
the bet.
Once all they're doing is coasting until they get to the playoffs. Then right here, watch my finger. See that switch flip?
Mhm.
See that flip? Did
Have
you see it?
Did you guys see that?
Did you see it?
What I want to see though is that out of the
Did you hear
big
it
three,
too?
out of the big three, have you ever seen James Harden do your little?
He doesn't
Have you
have
ever
to because James Harden is always on. It's the other
never-
two.
He's always on offense. Defense.
Who cares about defense?
He's
You
always
score more
on
yards, play
offense.
defense.
Do
It's
you,
an
do you
all-star
guys
game
remember him
whenever
2
James
years
Harden's out
ago?
He's
And
7 foot.
2019
No one can guard him.
NBA playoffs. You guys remember how horrible he did? I think it was against the Trailblazers. How horrible. They lost that series. How bad he
I was
did.
a Nets fan, so I didn't really pay attention to James Harden.
I don't even know if he averaged over 19 points a game. I don't even know if he averaged over 19 points a game. It was rough. It was rough. He's like Paul George. So
Except-
good. So
except-
good during the regular
Except
season.
way better.
Yeah.
Let's get to this last segment, man. We've been going on
All right,
for a
let's
while
go.
here.
Yeah, we're already at an hour and a half.
Fowler's Foley's filled with flags and flails and flops and fails. When it comes, we all wear Fowler's Foley's.
You stupid.
All right, so let me set the scene.
I'm interested to know what you have going on over there in your head.
You're in the divisional round. This is your 5th time in the divisional round. Get ready to go to the Super Bowl. You have an MVP quarterback playing unreal numbers. You're in the red zone. It's 4th quarter.
Oh, shit.
You're down 5. It's 4th and whatever the fuck. You're in the red zone. They have a high red zone percentage. What do you do there? What are you thinking? Or were they down by 8 then? Oh, I'm sorry. They're down by 8. I thought it was 5. My fault. They
Either
were
way,
down. They were down by more than a touchdown.
More. Well, actually.
What would...
a
Go ahead.
touchdown 2 points is 8 points. So, I mean,
Yeah, exactly. So this fucking idiot decides to try to go for a field goal and then depend on his special teams, who is almost dead last, 30th, 32nd?
To receive it up.
Huh? Against the fucking GOAT. Against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm talking about the Green Bay Packers. You're going to depend on your special teams, who is almost dead last,
That play was wild,
to go for
too.
go for a field goal to put you down 5, and then try to kick an onside kick, which is almost impossible to do, especially in the NFL now, how
Unless
they have
your
it set up.
Unless your name's Pat McAfee.
Well, they didn't have the rules back then. You could do 6 and 4 on one side or whatever, but now you got to mollywop it down the
Yeah.
field for 10 yards. But then you depend on your fucking ranked 30th special teams, which that guy got fired, actually, the special teams coach for the
Oh, he
Packers,
did?
finally.
It wasn't. It just came through, so he
Yeah.
wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
Ranked,
their defensive coordinator's not coming back next year.
yeah,
That just came
which
through.
he was fucking god-awful, too.
Aaron Rodgers at the Colts.
Nah, it's not going to happen.
Green Bay's never getting rid of
That's
Aaron
not
Rodgers.
going to happen.
No,
Weird,
go ahead, go
weird
ahead.
fucking
Especially
thing
after
that they
every
did with
season.
Aaron Rodgers and picking up Jordan Love. But anyways, worst ranked special teams, you're going to depend on them to kick an onside kick, get the ball, and then bring it down 50 more yards to try to score a touchdown. Why don't you just go for the fucking touchdown and go for the 2? You have an MVP quarterback.
I don't understand.
Set it up.
So I
There's-
have a
there's
question.
a-
Sorry. Nate, if you're on the, let's call it the 8-yard line,
Yeah.
and it's 4th down,
Yeah.
and you go for a touchdown,
Mm-hmm.
and you fail to score a touchdown,
Yeah.
that's a turnover on downs, correct?
Correct.
And then the Buccaneers would receive the ball at what? Their own 8-yard line?
Yep.
It's just like a punt, I think, right? So
Yeah.
it's probably better than a punt, right?
Right.
Okay, that was my question. I just wanted to more of a clarification.
Didn't make
statement.
sense. The gameplay was that thought process was way too weird. Didn't make sense. Oh, they almost scored again. Didn't make sense. Why wouldn't you just go for it?
The play
Because then you
before
turn it
that-
over. They're inside their 10. You have a chance to at least get a turnover or make them punt.
Some would say more likely to get a punt.
Yeah, you would at least get the ball a little bit closer to the 50-yard line if you stop them at that 8, or even if you give them a couple more yards. But instead, you kick a fucking field goal and then depend on your shitty special teams to get you the ball back. That didn't make any sense. So, Fowler's Follies, fucking Green Bay Packers, whoever decided to kick the field goal and depend on their special teams, I would assume Matt LaFleur, somebody was in his ear Because if I was Matt LaFleur, I would say why are we not letting Aaron Rodgers fucking at least try to chuck one in
The
there?
play before that when Rodgers didn't fucking run.
The
was wild.
The picture that was shown was very misconstrued to show that he could run.
I'm not saying
He's
he could have
not that
made it.
fast.
I'm not saying he could have made it.
Who was behind him? Because there was a big motherfucker right behind him. There was also a linebacker 5-10 yards
In front.
downfield in front of him.
Dead center in front. Yeah. So if they would
Was
have met.
in
They would've
run.
met.
Yeah, he wasn't going to score. And then there was also a cornerback
You don't
guarding
really
the
want to score.
receiver at the goal line.
So I don't want to speak for Kyle Krown here, but I think what Kyle Krown's trying to get at is that was third down.
Oh,
If
that was
Aaron-
the third down play?
Yeah.
If Aaron
Oh, my fault.
Rodgers
Yeah.
runs 4 yards, 8 minus 4 is 4.
Yeah.
And
Now
then
you're on the
try to go for the touchdown.
Now you're on the 4-yard line. Granted, greatest quarterback this year to play the game, had the ball and was trying to score a touchdown. He probably knew he wasn't going to score a touchdown there. It's third down, that's do or die time. But you run 4 yards. Now LaFleur says, "Oh, we got 4 yards to go."
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not trying to speak for Kyle Krown,
I
but
agree
I think
to
that's
that.
what I think
I
that's
agree
what
to
he's
that.
trying
I
to get
thought
at.
that was fourth down. I seen the play, and everybody was trying to depict that he should have ran and he could have got the touchdown. I assumed that it was fourth down. That was my fault. I didn't watch all of the game. It's my fault. So if that was third down, yes, he should have slid at some point, or ran out of bounds and
Got
maybe
closer.
reached. I don't see his old ass making a diving.
If he
reach
gets in
the
within
ball
the
over end zone.
5, you're going for that touchdown on that last play.
Still, you have 8 yards and it's fourth down. Why not fucking go for it? It's winner. It's do or die there, regardless. The field
Trip
goal
to the
isn't going
Super Bowl is on the line.
Yeah. I don't know. That was really stupid. That was really stupid.
I'm assuming that's your only one that you want to watch.
Yeah.
Let's do
Yeah.
Fowler.
I mean, even in
Foley's.
fucking Madden, they would make you do that. That doesn't even make any sense. Like,
So, yeah, Madden's calls.
Yeah.
So, on Happy Hour this week with Gagliardi, me and Gagliardi talked about this game in depth. So I'm not going to put any opinions out there.
Big
but
Packers fan.
No, Gagliardi, obviously, right? You're not talking about me.
Obviously.
No, because I make dumb jokes like that all year. Like I'm a big Packers guy. Everybody's always known that, right? Like, obviously, we're talking about Gagliardi. So I'm not going to put any 2 cents into this, but I do want to point out a fact that Gagliardi stated on Happy Hour. That was, if you kick the field goal there, you are, I'm going to butcher this, you're 10% more likely to win the game. If you go for 2, you're like 10.5% more likely to win the game or something like that. So the field goal was only 0.5%. So all these coaches are analytic based now. I don't know if that was something that was said to LaFleur, but
Gotcha.
So analytic base, but you have Aaron Rodgers
yeah,
Behind-
but Aaron Rodgers.
behind center. If it's Trubisky, 100%. Kick the field goal.
I'd still go for it with Trubisky, by the way.
and I mean, and it could go. It's a double-edged sword. If they went for it still and they didn't get it, it was the dumbest fucking call in the world.
I don't
So,
believe that's true, by the
but-
way. But
I still think they should have went with it.
if I'm coaching in that situation, and this is just myself going for the win every time, 100 out of 100 times, I give the ball to Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah.
You damn near let him coach himself. Let
Even-
him make the call.
Right.
Even in
On
week,
what he wants to do.
even on
Exactly.
week
That's
7,
what makes him one
Let
of the
him
greatest of all
analyze it
time.
here for a
even
second.
on
yeah.
week 7, I give Aaron Rodgers the ball there. I don't know if week 7 has any more like. So obviously you're playing to win every game, right? But I don't know if week 7's any more important than that game was. But I'm just saying, like an arbitrary week, like I'm still giving Aaron Rodgers the ball there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what my dog's looking.
You might as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nate Fowler.
Fowler's Foley's.
Fowler's Foley's filled with flags and flails and flops and fails. When it comes, we all wear Fowler's Foley's.
Yeah, stupid.
I love Marco. Nate Fowler. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. BT Dubs. Thanks to Marco. So if he listens, shout out.
Hour and 40 minutes in. Ain't gonna happen.
He put me on to these Chones, these Hanes Chones, performance underwear.
Chonies?
Yeah, Chonies, boxer briefs, if you will.
Haynes.
Yeah, performance. I got some Fruit of Looms too, but their performance. I don't go out and buy Calvin Klein. All right, Mr. Model, fuck off. But their performance. So they're like compression shorts, but they don't let the boys marinate. You know what I'm saying? They air them out.
Oh
So you get you
Breathable
can work out
fabric.
in them because I fucking hate working out in my underwear, my regular ass underwear. So if my compression shorts are fucking dirty, I'm fucked. Especially on leg day.
Yeah.
Fucking wedgies galore. I fucking hate it.
Oh yeah.
So he put me on. He told me, hey, give these a go. They're only like $10, $12 a pack.
Cheap, 100%.
Yeah, for 3 or 4. Fucking went for it. Love them. Been wearing them past 3-4 days. Fucking love working out in them. They're fucking nice and comfy. I don't get the little marinade if I'm walking around in my my compression shorts. So that's my final thoughts. Keep drinking your fucking water. Don't look at me like that. Listen, if you had them on, there, I'll take them off and you can try them on.
Try them on. Go ahead. You've done work.
I don't know if they'd fit you. I got some big legs. Whatever you want, man. Drink your fucking water.
Did you just hear that final thought?
Yeah, I was talking about chones and drinking water, bro.
Sure.
Eat your vegetables
Say your prayers.
and don't leave anything open because I might stomp a mud hole in it. You stupid son-bitch.
All right, next time we hear from Nate Fowler will be July 28th at Wiseman's Bachelor Party. Kyle Krown, final thoughts.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hell yeah, brother. I don't have really much going on here. I'm gonna try to hit a few.
Shocker.
I'm gonna try to hit a few parlays this weekend. NBA's hockey, college. I don't know yet, man. I'm just trying to win a little bit of money. And fuck Wall Street.
Dude. Josh Long, final thoughts.
Yeah. I'm gonna second on that.
Wait.
Fuck Wall Street.
By the way,
Okay.
thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
I know you're nervous. When you first sat down, you said how nervous you were.
Yeah.
I don't think you had any
you did
flaw.
really
I mean,
good.
you
Yeah,
did
you did
great,
good, man.
by the
Right.
way. A
That
lot
was
of
way better
talking.
than our first time.
100% more prepared than the three of us were. I think we're just kind of coasting through it at this point. We're on
Right.
episode 70 something.
Right.
Yeah.
But way more prepared than we were. You did absolutely great. Give me your
Yeah.
final thoughts.
Yeah. Well,
Also, thanks for the beer.
yeah.
That's always a plus.
It was delicious.
Yeah, greasing the host.
Dude, I had to, you know what, man? I was like, I got to get you guys something, you know. I mean, let me on and everything, man. It's been awesome.
Hey, future guests, step your game up.
Yeah. Yeah, take notes. No, but seriously, though, thank you guys for having me on, man. It was awesome. I swear to God, I feel like it's weird because I feel like I can literally just keep this mic in front of my face and keep going.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could just keep going. So, no, it's been awesome. It's been fun. And like I said, to follow him up on Fuck Wall Street, I do want to say that 2 weeks ago, I just want to throw this out there, and I talked to my girlfriend about this, and I was super fucking pissed off. Almost as pissed off about the parlay I lost like a week ago, but that's another story. So 2 weeks ago, I had GameStop shares. I swear to God, dude, I was like, dude, I'm about to buy like 1,000 of them right now at like $26 a piece.
Cheap, yeah.
Listen, I had just gotten into stocks recently, very recent. So I am not the smartest at this at all.
No.
So listen, I put some money in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it. I'm like, man, I'm about to buy this. So I'm thinking about what am I really into, right? What am I really into to really look info up on it? Blah, blah. And I'm a gamer, right?
And actually care
You know?
about it. Yeah.
I'm a PS4 gamer. Add me up, Savage219 Josh. Shout out. You know, add me on PS4, Savage219.
You should have done
Josh.
that about an hour and 20
add me.
minutes ago.
So anyways, yeah. Yeah. So anyways. So no, seriously though. So I had, you know, I put money in the stocks or whatever in this app that I'm using. And I swear to God, dude, I was gonna buy like 500 shares of GameStop because I'm like, dude, I know games, right? So because I wanted to buy stocks of something that I at least knew
That's
of
what
a
you
little
should-
bit.
You
You
should
know,
go into something that you're actually
familiar with, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, a little something. So I was looking at them. Long story short, I didn't. I invested in some marijuana stocks. All right, shout out SNDL. Take that down. Seriously, SNDL, Sun Dryer Growers. Invest in it because, dude, it's gonna fucking hot. It is. So anyways, and where I was getting at is that I obviously wish I invested in the GameStop. I
GameStop's
didn't.
all
It
over
was
right
like
now.
$26 a share. It jumped up to $350. So fuck Wall Street. But seriously, final thoughts. I love this, man. It was awesome. I had a good time. I'm feeling good, man. You guys are awesome. Talking about all these different sports, I wish we talked a little bit more about college basketball, maybe even some college football thrown in there, but I get it.
Dude, this
It's
guy.
cool, dude.
Hit it all, baby.
Jesus
every
Christ.
sport.
We only talk
Um,
about 4 sports in the show. He wants to add 2 more.
Throwing cricket
But,
next time, too.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
But besides that, no, I had an awesome time. Everything was good. I did say this earlier. You guys can make fun of me and laugh at me all you want, but I told my girlfriend was at the house today. I was like, yeah, babe, you're going to be able to hear me on this, the next day, whatever. She's like, oh, yeah, that's cool. I was like, I'm going to give a shout out to you. She said, oh, my God, please don't do it. They're going to laugh at you. I swear to God. She's like, don't fucking do that. You're going to look stupid. Don't fucking do it. So here I am. Shout out my girlfriend, Carissa, my baby mama, my 2 beautiful kids. I love you. So that's my quick shout out, and that's my time. Oh, and then the Colts are going to hopefully get Deshaun Watson.
Trubisky,
No, definitely not Trubisky. Deshaun Watson.
Again,
That's and then Kyrie Irving is going back to Cleveland by the end of this year. Well, by the beginning of next year, he will be back at Cleveland next year.
Season,
So
right?
start of the season, yes sir. Thank you.
Again, you should have gave that shout out about an hour and 20 minutes ago. There's no shot anybody's listening.
I'm just gonna fast forward it for.
Make sure you listen to this part.
If you guys, I've talked to Kyle Krown about this already, and I'm not going to go into detail about it. I can after the microphones get turned off because I can go for an hour on this. If you're into stocks and you like reading or at least listening to books read to you, Flash Boys by Michael Lewis, the story will blow your mind. It's a 10-hour read on Audible. I'm on hour 3, and I cannot get away from it. It's outrageous. It's all about how stocks are screwing you over and all that. It's the most insane
Fuck Wall
story I've ever. Have you watched The Big Short?
I have not, but I've heard of it.
Dude, you've watched The Big
Great
Short.
movie.
Please,
McConaughey, right?
nope.
No.
Please watch The Big Short.
Big Short. Who's that with?
It's literally Steve Carell. Steve Carell's in it. I don't know the other guy's main.
Are you sure? I thought Matthew McConaughey.
It's definitely not Matthew
No?
McConaughey.
Okay.
Steve Carell's in it.
The Big Short. No, I did.
It's
see
it's
that.
all about the economic collapse in 2007 when the housing market crashed.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt is Brad Pitt is in it.
Oh,
Yes, that's Brad Pitt. Yeah,
Who's the main guy? Because he's not even the main guy.
is that Brad Pitt? The
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. That's yeah.
Ryan Gosling.
What-
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Yeah, Brad Pitt
It-
plays
yeah,
the psycho. He's
You know what
trying
though?
to trace.
It's McConaughey. I mean,
Yeah.
Bale.
Yeah.
You know?
Watch The Big Short and then listen to Flash Boys. I cannot get away from it. It's outrageously the things that they say on there. It's just like nobody knows fuck
Mind-blowing.
about shit when they're talking to you.
Right.
Final thoughts. Go check out Overtime Sports Network on the interwebs at otsportsnetwork.wixsite.com/. Go check them out on Twitter _@_OTSN. Check me out on Twitter at OTSN_degenerate. Check out Krown at Krown_Kyle at Twitter, Instagram.
What?
Krown_Kyle.
It's Twitter. Instagram is Crown 'em.
Instagram is Krown. Check out the new handle on Instagram and Twitter, or did you just change Twitter?
Just Twitter.
What a boo.
You don't have it. It's gone.
Check out Nathan Fowler on Twitter at Fowlers_Foley's. Check out
Fowler
Nathan
Stones.
Fowler on Instagram at, oh God, how can I guess this? I got the cheeseburgers.
Nope, that was an old one though. I might bring it back because that was a classic. I actually had somebody wait like a year or two ago after I changed it. It was like, you got to bring that back.
Hey, I
Like, that was a classic.
I
That was
might
a
have
good one.
screenshotted you and sent this to you. I don't like talking shit behind anybody's back, so if I do it, I'll screenshot and send it to you. I was trying to tag Nate Fowler in something, and I couldn't find his because he just changed it to Fowler's Foley's, and I couldn't find it at all. I was like at whatever Nathan Fowler's dumbass fucking hashtag is. Screenshot and send him. I do that to Wiseman all the
I
time too.
Yeah.
In the fantasy football league, if I'm talking shit about Wiseman, I'll screenshot it and send it to him. I don't like talking shit behind nobody's back, even if it's just some funny games. I don't like that bullshit.
Just a heads up.
Instagram.
My Instagram. Well, I got two. I don't share both.
He's got a fitness
but
one. He's got a
I got a
fitness
fit.
one.
I got a Fitstagram.
He's got a fitness one. Look at
Hey
him, man.
I'm a personal trainer. We haven't dropped that in a while.
Have
Oh
not.
shit.
That's
we
on
haven't
you.
dropped that.
That's not on me.
Yeah, that's my bad. My normal,
Free platform to
my
promote
what you
yourself.
call a shit posting account is Beast B34
Let me see
knew
this.
that.
instead of E and A.
I knew that. It's so hard to find 'em.
B34ST
It's so
Wait,
hard.
wait, wait,
underscore
hold on.
LCW.
Let me get that back. Run that back.
It's Beast, but spell E
But
and A with a 3
34
and a
instead of
4.
E and A. So
Like,
B34ST
okay, okay.
It's so hard to find him. He's got to change it.
underscore LCW.
It's so much.
Okay.
It's really not.
I already got it. Nate Fowler.
Yeah.
It's,
Yes, sir.
it's
I
so
already
much.
got it.
And
See
then
I just followed you.
my
You follow me back?
Fitstagram
Here we go.
is Nathan underscore Fowler underscore fit.
So much
It's real
easier.
easy.
So
Underscores
much
in between
easier.
each one.
So much easier.
That's why I made my Twitter handle real simple.
It's so much-
Instagram's easy too.
What is it?
Crown underscore Kyle.
My Twitter is Crown underscore Kyle. My Instagram is just
Crown!
Crown 'em.
What's your Twitter?
Crown underscore Kyle with my last name's with a K though.
Yeah.
Hey, you can tell he's an avid listener because he already follows all of us and he knows all this stuff. He's a day one P1. Josh Long, tell us where you can find Josh Long on Instagram. And Twitter.
Yeah. So, I just want to throw this out there really quick. So
why I do this
my Twitter is strictly used for sports. So I have like
Hey, you know what? Strictly Sports Podcast.
yes. Well, yeah.
His is
Fair
mainly for
enough, fair
sports
enough.
too. He doesn't really tweet
Fair
like
enough.
bullshit.
So I have like
he will once. in
I
a
have
while,
maybe
but
like 20 followers and like 1,000 that I'm following on Twitter. Now Instagram's a different story. But anyways, let me throw this out there. So Twitter, you can follow me, even though I really don't post much on Twitter. I'm gonna be honest.
share.
It's
stuff, yeah.
Josh Long, JOSHLONG, but that is with four G's.
So much.
No. Hear me out. No.
Long.
Hear me out. The reason why is because obviously there's been 3 other Josh Longs before me that
Oh,
threw
yeah.
in 1 G,
It's so
then
hard to
2 G's,
find.
then 3
Yeah.
G's. So I had to throw in 4 G's,
It's
bro.
so
I don't know what else
Different
you want me to
breed.
do. All right.
Just vibing different.
Long underscore
Exactly,
Josh.
bro. I mean, exactly, bro. Josh Long, 4 G's. It is what it is.
Long underscore Josh.
That's my actually. Shout out my Snapchat. That's my Snapchat.
What are we doing here? They're gonna
That
find,
is my
they're gonna find
Snapchat.
2 more Joshes before they even find you.
Well, then, hey, they're actually
As
gonna
long
find
as long as
3.
they follow all of
my
them.
God.
Follow all of them
I
while they're
know,
at it.
dude. Oh my god. Anyways,
Don't, by the way.
speaking of Instagram, hit your boy up because this is where I'm legit at. Actually, not really. I've posted 1 picture in the past 2 years. That's me and my daughter. But follow me.
Guests are no longer allowed on this show.
My name, Mr. Long Josh. Mr. Long Josh. That's MRLONGJOSH.
So much easier than LOGGGNGG whatever.
And then, hold on, most
oh my
importantly,
God.
last but not least, hit me up on Facebook. This is the most difficult of all. Josh Long.
My face hurts.
Hit your boy up. No, thank you guys for having me, though. Honestly.
Are we
Awesome
done
time.
here?
Mike, take a shot or your mixed drink, whatever you're doing right now.
Are we done here?
We're done, man.
I guess
Are we
we're
done
done, man.
here?
I guess we're done.
Are we done here?
We are the region.
Deshaun Watson to
We're well
the Colts. Kyrie Irving to the Cavs by the end of the year. Right
All right,
here,
I'm
baby.
cutting
You heard it
this
here
guy
first.
off.
And we
We are out.
Out.